What's up, everybody? Today I've got a new podcast. It's actually a re-upload, but it's a podcast that I thought was pretty great. And I was like, hey, I've got a bunch of new listeners. Maybe I can upload this one and show them. It's just pure entertainment the entire time. So I wanted to share it again. There's a little bit of language. I haven't listened to it in a while. But it's my friend Bobby and Jack. It's amazing. So without further ado, here is that podcast.
I want to do like a group session. I told you this a while ago of a lie detector test.
Let's do it.
Like where you actually have like the machine and everything, and like they're like
David Dobrik did that.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. I was like,
too afraid.
I have nothing to hide.
I
honestly.
would have to be with like people that I knew. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it with. Well, I mean,
I would do it with a random person, but I don't know if I could do it with people I know.
I would do it. I feel like I've got nothing I need to hide.
that's what I feel like. I don't know. That'd be interesting.
I would do it. I'd probably answer everything with like the truth, so it wouldn't be any fun. But I'd want to see if I could.
Scary.
I'd want to see if I could get past it. Like if I could lie and see if it works.
I hope you don't ever do that, just so you don't have to hook me up to it.
Oh gosh.
What are you
'Cause
hiding?
I don't want to tell you. Just because me saying I don't want to do it is already suspicious enough. Anyway,
We're back. Welcome to another podcast. This is Peace of My Mind, Based Stanfield. This is we got Jack and Bobby again.
I'm Jack.
If you didn't listen to the last one,
That's Bobby.
probably should do that. These don't correlate at all, but they're going to be exciting.
We'll
Both of
probably make
them. I bet
callbacks
we
to the
will.
last one.
I bet we'll
and-
talk about the last one. So if anything doesn't make sense, go and listen to that. Just listen to the last one.
are these?
Glass?
Do they come like this,
Yeah.
Refill them.
or you refill them?
You
I
refill
was-
them. Oh no, yeah, you refill them. It's not
Do
like
you-
Voss.
do they go in the
Like,
dishwasher?
wow, this is sick.
Yeah. Well, you take out this thing comes off, like the
Mhm.
whole like silicone
Oh.
casing.
Is it hard to put back on?
Mm-mm.
No, I mean
When
I
it's
just
not
feel
wet,
metal.
it's easier.
Oh, that's okay.
It's easier to
That
put it
makes
on. when
no
it's not wet.
I was
sense.
gonna say that.
I know.
That's really backwards.
We're drinking out of glass,
Talking
refillable
about
water bottles, like
sex.
high class. Oh god.
Anyway,
Is that what you did?
we need a soundboard. Eater, eater, eater.
It's like when the little kid is like eating and he's got like the. Or like, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's like the little kid that
When a
meows.
little kid is eating and he goes, oh.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
What?
He's got like he's got like ice cream on his finger and he's like meow. Like
No.
he just
I don't know.
meows.
What
It's just
You're
like
saying when kids do this? Or
no,
that
it,
one
that,
kid
was- it was
that
like a
did
little video.
Oh.
It was like on Twitter or
You
something.
know when kids lick their finger and meow? I freaking
crazy.
hate that. Dude.
Classic.
It's free.
Come on,
You were the
London.
one that saw Brady throw up or like make a gag reflex when a green bean fell on the floor, right? Because I'd say that all the time. Was it not you? I thought you were at Keenan's house and a green bean hit the floor and Brady saw it and goes,
What?
and like I'm just like I literally say that all the
I
time because he would do
don't.
the same thing with spray silly string. Like he would
I think
smell
that's
it and he
gross
would
too, yeah.
gag.
No, dude, I was at a
And
sleepover
he
one
could pat him
time.
on the forehead and he would start to fall asleep. I literally anyway.
That
I
was
was-
a great kid.
I was
So-
Brady was a
and
great
he looks the
kid.
same.
I was at a sleepover when I was
Anyway,
in like
I
the
need to
fifth
see a
grade,
picture of him.
and
Gagged because of green bean.
no, like the whole thing in the fifth grade was like, let's prank each other at sleepovers.
Mhm.
And so we had like sleeping bags and stuff, and it was like 5 of us. We were in my friend's basement, and I was like, dude, I'm tired. It's like 3 in the morning. Like, no, only,
Oh, I
only,
think I know what you're talking about.
only pussies fall asleep. And so I was like, oh, fuck, okay. So I like stay up for a little bit longer, and I like go take a piss or something. And I come back, I'm like, guys, I'm out. I'm gonna fucking pass out. They're like, okay, whatever. And they're like, I'm like a little suspicious. And I get my sleeping bag, and it's just filled with shaving cream. Like,
Gross.
dude, and I like,
Whoa, I don't
I
think I've ever
smell
heard
it.
that.
I'm like trying to. Guys, this is not fun.
Guys, this is that's my favorite thing. I'm trying to think of who does that really well.
You ever seen It?
No, I went on YouTube and looked up all the scary parts because I was like, that's the part that I
Yeah,
thought was
yeah.
funny.
No,
But
it's actually a really great movie.
I
It's,
love
it's
it.
like because it's
I
like
can't wait for part 2.
it's a group of boys.
yeah,
And it's like
I know you love boy. Anyway,
I love boys. I love a good
I love a good
I love a
story
good
about little
set
boys.
like group of boys.
If this ever goes anywhere, that's gonna get like clipped out.
Clip
I
just
love
that.
Have
boys.
you-
no,
No,
background
I-
check,
I-
and they're gonna find just this.
No, I love a
Boys.
movie about boys who are like actually
yeah,
boys.
yeah. Like the
like,
fun, like
coming
the
of age.
Stranger
Cuss.
Things, like the way that
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah,
hanging out.
and they like cuss, like make fun of each other's
They're
moms,
dynamic,
like
yeah.
stuff like that,
Yeah.
like just stuff that actual. Because I feel like a lot of times movies don't portray what it's really like to
to
be
like hang out with.
like a teenage or like young
Yeah, yeah.
boy talking
Yeah.
about like penises
Oh,
and like
God,
making
what-
all these stupid like
What's
dick
that?
jokes
Stand
and
by
stuff.
me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like an exact description of how like boys
That's the
act, like
best.
as little boys. And so like, I've said little
The
boys.
term
before.
little
I
boys
just
does not
love
roll off the tongue.
portraying
Little boy,
a good
baby
little boy.
Have you seen Okay.
Anyway.
Uh,
How's he what?
in
Stranger-
it, there's this one kid and he plays a germaphobe
Yeah.
in the movie, and he goes, "Guys, I really don't help, help."
It's great. What?
It's really
just straight
guttural.
from the back of the throat. He's like, "Help."
Oh, you're making
Anyway,
me hot.
that's all I wanted to say.
Anyone listening to this is probably getting like gag
You're like, please
reflexes.
stop.
Please
That's a real
stop.
thing, guys. Please stop. There's a name for it, and it's a legit thing.
All of them are so long. Like
Anyway.
the names for any phobias.
Fuck
are-
him with the
What were we talking about before?
I was trying
Short
because I had a point and I can't remember.
That's okay.
Little boys.
It's all just
I just got little boys on the head.
I was
That's all
gonna
I
say, I got.
Okay,
I hate it when I got little voice in the
Tattoos.
brain.
Oh,
though.
tattoo. Yeah. Oh, no, that's not what you're talking about. But that's a good point.
tattoos. Bae, you have a lot of tattoos. Do you
Mhm.
regret any of them?
I regret none. And I have, although I do have this money sign on my ankle that I messed up, and I don't think, like, if you were to look at it, it's not even really that bad. But the top isn't rounded at all, and it looks like an upside down 2, and I hate that.
Yeah. I
And
see
it's-
it.
Yeah.
Looking at it upright,
You'd have to
When
be-
you
you
look at
can't
it
really
like that,
tell.
it's just like okay. It's,
You have to be
No, it
very
looks good.
close to
Yeah.
notice
but
that.
I
I don't
think
think I've
about
ever
it
been
regularly, and that's. But other than that, like I like all of them.
Do you think tattoos have to have meaning? Or do you think if you see something that looks cool, I want that tattoo just because it looks cool? Do you think that's okay?
I think that's okay. I know that so many people. It's hard to explain if you're just like, I just got this because it looked cool. It's not.
I find
as
a
easy
problem
to
when
explain.
people care that you haven't.
Yeah, when
It's
people
like-
are like, "Why do you have that?" It's like it doesn't matter.
No,
first of
it's
all.
like when people get upset. It's like, well, if it doesn't have meaning, it's like it's not yours.
yeah,
Who cares?
I did it. I made the mistake.
Yeah, in your mistake. But it's like, you know, if it's not really, why do you have to make this affect your day?
I literally told my mom, like, I want to add on to this, and I'm going to put another one up here, so it's just a big like diagonal.
Mhm.
And I told my mom, like, as long as they get the diamond right, I don't care what's inside. Because
Yeah.
it now it's part of like an aesthetic. It's not.
You should just get. You should just like get like.
I want to do here and then do another one here, so it's just a big spiral around.
You know what you should get? You should get like a stained glass church kind of thing.
Oh, like a
that kind
yeah.
of, like,
Oh,
look, that
that'd
would
be
look
sick.
dope.
I wonder because I wish. I guess there's really no way to do it because now if I wanted to go I'd do a triangle.
You have to be a triangle.
because it couldn't be a diamond. I wanted
You c-
all diamonds, but
You could
a
just do
triangle would be
triangles
kinda
around
sweet,
your,
too.
around like a cuff.
Yeah, do all the way. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many options.
People
They're so
listening have no
expensive.
idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I'm talking about my tattoos. If you watch the video, maybe you can see it from a million miles away.
So I feel like I've asked this before, but I genuinely can't remember. Bay has a tattoo of an X on his shoulder.
Oh yeah, I literally forget about it all the time.
What?
I forgot about
What
that
does
until
that
right now.
mean?
I got it when I got it.
It looks like something out of 21 Pilots.
Yeah, I will. And it was. I was really big into 21 Pilots because my chest one was 21 Pilots too. And this one, I got it because I was thinking about how I was going to go to school for business, and I decided not to do that. And I was like, man, I'm so glad I made that decision. So I wanted to get like an impulse tattoo about it. And
The X was like
X was like
X out
I
business.
X'd it, yeah, I
That's
like
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. See, I never would have known that.
And I
Just
do
ever since
tattoos
an
on my
X.
hands when I'm like feeling like down on myself because I'm like, like nothing's changed. Like every day is like the same. So I'll get like just a little tattoo because I'm like, all right, something's
That's
changed.
cool. That's cool.
That's cool.
It's the best. This one, I almost passed out and it's so little, but it hurt. Like, I guess because there's nerve endings in your
You do 'em-
finger, but it hurts so
stick and poke?
bad.
You should let me give you one.
Dude, I would. I need to figure out.
Did
I want to get a
Did you ever
train
see
right
the
here.
finished one of?
I think so. Did you have it finished last time? Let me see it.
I can't.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember what it was from though.
It's
Zoso.
it's Zoso, and it's from Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Each
okay.
member of the band has their own symbol. That's the lead guitarist Jimmy Page. That's his symbol.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I remember that. And I remember you sent the picture and it was like
Just drink it.
very
Fucking dick.
very dotty, and then it. Yeah.
It took me a process of 3 nights to do it.
I have to when I do mine, I have to let them heal all the
Yeah.
way, and then I do it again.
That's what I did. So the first night, I drew it all on there. And did you know, like, how when you get a tattoo, they put that like
Jelly.
template over you,
Oh yeah.
You like the
and
little
it's like
ink?
purple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like you can do that. I did that on here.
What'd you use?
It's so weird. So you draw your design backwards on a sheet of just spiral notebook paper.
Yeah.
Then you take a stick of like Old Spice like gel deodorant, rub it all over your leg and then all over the paper, and then stick it and press it like as hard as you can for like 3 or 5 minutes, and then you just peel it away and like you can't rub it off. So it's just like a stencil
Like a
for when you get a real
temporary.
tattoo. Yeah. So I did that and then I just went really fast.
Like really light
You
through.
got a
to get
light
the-
just so
yeah.
I could see what it looks like. And then the
then wash
next
it out?
night, I didn't go deep. I just got really close and got the whole design, and then
Yeah.
I let it heal. And then the next night, I went really deep, so it was dark and it would last. And
Huh.
that's my process.
I usually write it on with pen. I'll write on with pen, which I feel like is probably not healthy, but I write it on with pen and then go in really fast, like you said, and then I wipe away the pen, and then the dots that are remaining have the design, so then I just fill it in
Yeah.
top of that. This one was supposed to be a dice. I was gonna make it a dice with the number 4 on it because I like the number 4 in dice, and those 2 dots, the little eyes,
Yeah.
are so off center. I was like, crap, that's not gonna work.
It looks like a little robot.
And now I made it into a little TV robot thing.
It's
That's
like
cute.
the old YouTube symbol.
Yeah,
Yo,
the
that's
old
sick.
art.
Yo.
Yeah, that's so I.
That's cool.
That's
And
pretty
it kind of
cool.
looked like a ninja.
You should lead with that. It's the old
Fortnite.
YouTube symbol.
It's the old
That's
YouTube
cool because
symbol.
you were on
OG,
YouTube when
yeah,
it was
that's OG.
when it was that.
It's true.
When you had like the
That's cool.
iPod that you couldn't put the background on, it was just black.
It was just black,
Yeah, that's OG.
and that's that. Tattoos. Do you have any tattoos?
No, I want one though. My mama's against them, so it's like more dilemma. But I feel like I'm gonna get them anyways.
Tell them what you want, or where you want.
Tell
or
them
Oh,
what
you
you
want
want.
it. Just
Well,
go.
I'll show
go
you a
in on
picture.
it.
But you know when the office opens
Yeah,
and they're doing the title
I
card
love this.
and it says the office,
yeah. Like
And
the like sign.
it says it's like a little sign.
Yeah.
And there's a little dude off to the side of it. I want that little dude
Oh.
right there. He just be chilling with his little briefcase.
Yes.
That'd be tight.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I want to get it just black outline, like just like bare nothing, and so like Danny can just like draw, fill him in whenever, just give him an outfit whenever.
That's sweet.
I think it'd be funny.
I used to count the dots on mine. Like I tried to count. I still don't know how many are on there because there's some that are like half dots. But I would sit in class and just count, try to see if I could count how many stars there were.
Yeah, I want to end up with this sleeve on my left arm eventually.
That'd be so sweet. I feel like a sleeve definitely goes into the category of it doesn't have to all have meaning.
Yeah, well, I want to get
That's a look.
like a mountainscape,
Ooh.
and I want to like have a little campfire right here, but like the wind's blowing the fire around my arm up the
Ooh.
mountain. But then like like a different idea away from the campfire is, you know how there's blacklight tattoos now, or just like if it's certain colors that will show up in blacklight and glow.
Oh yeah, black light. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, black eye tattoos.
Black guy
You know,
tattoos.
there's black tattoos.
There's black guy tattoos.
Yeah, but I want to get like the mountainscape again, and then I want to have lightning on it, but the lightning will glow in black light.
That'd be sweet.
So
I've seen like a
sick.
Thor
And that-
hammer. where
Yeah.
it's just a Thor hammer,
Whoa,
and then
that'd
you,
be
you
sick.
shine the light on it. It's got
Yeah,
the lightning
but
coming up.
that'll kind of like flow into like my electricity.
That'd be
background.
pretty sweet. Yeah,
I feel like that'd be dope.
yeah, yeah. That'd be sweet.
He's, Saturday, we're going to Lucky 13, and he might get the like tattoo then.
Dude,
Yeah,
are they having like a deal? I know they have like
No.
they have
it's
things
just my
every now
it's
and
just
then.
my birthday's on
Oh,
Saturday, so we're going.
They do things where they'll have $25 tattoos.
Yeah, Lucky 13 and Friday 13th does $13 tattoos.
Dang.
But the thing is, the line is literally stretched over like 5 blocks.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. On Friday the 13th,
Oh,
if you go
yeah,
to Lucky
yeah, yeah,
13, the
yeah.
line is ridiculous. Kayla went. You get a $13 tattoo,
It has to be small.
and they have like you can either give them a little idea of like what you want, or they have a book that they've done to a bunch of people, and
Mhm.
they're like really popular that people
you just
get.
pick through that.
But the thing is, they have somewhere in the tattoo has to have the number 13.
Ooh.
No, but like
yeah.
it's
Yeah, that's cool,
so,
but
like Kayla
it's like,
has it on hers, but you don't even know it's there. Like it just has to
Yeah,
have the 13.
yeah,
and
but
incorporated
I was about
into
to say like I could do mine like that, but there's no way I could do mine with
it.
13 in there.
It's a cool. I like it. I think
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, you're paying $13 for a tattoo,
Mine,
and you know what you're
my
getting into.
dad. So I've been talking about like skulls a lot lately because me and my dad love going fishing and going to the ocean and stuff like that. And so we wanted like a ocean kind of tattoo thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I was like, well, I'm going to get a skull for like pirates in like the ocean and yada, yada, yada. So he got a dope skull on his arm. I'll show you a picture in a second. And then the crossbones, and it doesn't have a jaw. So it's just like the top part and then the teeth.
Mhm.
And then the crossbones are 2 big fish hooks.
Oh,
it actually, it looks,
that's
it
sweet.
sounds
Yeah.
kind of weird.
It looks
but
tough.
It looks tough.
That's pretty sweet.
And so, but he kind of stole my skull idea. But like on Saturday, I'm getting.
Well, now it's like a father-son thing. You both got.
Yeah,
skull.
yeah, no,
Those
I
both
love it
get
now. And
skulls.
Kayla's really jealous because she has been begging my dad to get a matching tattoo, and me and my dad are kind of getting one. I'm getting a skull, like a full skull on my chest, and then it's gonna have like an upside down triangle around it.
Oh.
It's gonna be like huge, and then yeah,
Do
I
you know
really
the
wanna
upside down
get-
triangle is like the gay thing?
Is it?
Upside down triangle means gay.
no,
Yeah.
No.
Because Alex
I
is a
think
big
Illuminati.
homophobe. And
Show me right now.
That was the first thing. I might not believe it, but that's what Alex said. And I was like, wow.
Alex
The
literally...
kid's a square.
I honestly wouldn't care if it did. Like,
I don't care
if
it
I were
does.
you, I was
Now-
going to say I wouldn't care.
now I want to know.
I really want to get a big chest piece like Conor McGregor, but I feel like you have to be like ripped for it to look good.
Yeah. Jake Paul
Just
has
get it
his.
now
Or
and
not
then
Jake Paul. No.
He
Supreme
has
Fatty has
knowledge-
his.
Oh, does it
Supreme
really?
Fatty got a really, like, as much as I hate him, he's got a dope chest piece.
What is it?
But it's
I don't know.
It's like clocks. He got... On
Oh,
this,
yeah,
on-
I did see that.
On
Yeah,
this
yeah,
chest, he got like Rip X,
Mm.
XXX.
Yeah. Huh. I know KSI has knowledge written across his chest.
KSI
That's what I
is
thought
an
you were
idiot.
saying. Yeah. Dude,
Um,
that fight was entertaining.
I hated it. I didn't even know it was happening until I looked at your story.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, let me just find a free way to watch it. So I went on Twitch and just
It was on Twitch. I can't
people were
believe
just streaming it. And Twitch was saying, like, we were working our best to shut them down. I watched the entire fight on one stream.
They
and it
probably
had,
didn't ca- they were like, this is a joke anyway.
Yeah, it had like 80,000 people watching it.
I paid for.
Yo, damn.
Does it actually?
No, it's got quite a few meanings to it. Like, I knew this because I watched the Da Vinci Code. And
I know elements are triangles too.
and like the upside down triangle means like mother or like womb.
Mm.
Cause and it's like a legit thing.
Your mother?
Yeah, I got my mother on my chest. Anyway, the triangle can mean things that are. It can mean like balance or being creative. The upside down triangle is female, lunar, passive, or symbolizes mother. The right side up triangle is male, solar, active, and symbolizes father.
Shoot, you might
But
need
I'm-
to get the thing right here and then go down across your nips.
No, I'm thinking I'm gonna get it upside down. Well, I want it upside down just because I want it on my chest, but I didn't want to like nip up.
Yeah, that's
So I was like, you know what? Let me go upside down. That way it'll look cooler.
Yeah.
And then
Nobody will care.
but like I got it's kind of weird, but like my dad's like a math teacher,
Yeah.
and so
Trig.
no,
Trigonometry.
no,
Yay.
he
Cosine.
Tangent.
he went on for like an hour, and like him and I were talking. He went on for like an hour about how the triangle is like the strongest shape
It's
found
the
in nature.
balance.
Yeah, it's like the strongest
Build
shape.
bridges
found in
with
nature.
that shit,
Yeah,
boy.
no, because they were doing that thing in middle school where because he's a middle school teacher, and this is how the conversation got started, where you build bridges out
Kind
of
of little
popsicle
boys in
sticks.
middle
Little
school.
boys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
little
yeah.
boys were building bridges out of popsicle sticks.
Yeah.
And then they do like weight bearing tests on them, and there was this one that held like almost 300 pounds,
And it's just
made out of
sticks?
popsicle sticks and Elmer's glue, because it was literally I think they counted like 25 different triangles built into the bridge.
Well, I guess if you think about it, like if say a popsicle stick holds up 10 pounds, if you have two like this, you all
I
of a
don't
sudden
think
can
a
hold up
popsicle-
like 25.
It distributes the weight evenly
Yeah,
between
and if
all
you
three
Yeah.
sides.
You ever play those bridge building little games where you have to make the truck cross the bridge? Where you like drag
Oh,
the wood and
probably.
like, yeah, like, and then you build the bridge. And I was like, just make as many triangles as I can. And I just like
Makes sense.
Yeah, and
got through
so,
the whole
like,
game doing that.
I just thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
And so like I kind of get it to like represent like my dad, but now it's upside down and it means womb and mother.
And mom.
Boom, mom
You were in the
tattoo
womb.
all in
You
one.
were in the womb.
I was
Boom.
I was in the womb.
Didn't even know it had the meaning.
boom,
Big shot.
boom.
One
Fire
thing.
the boof.
One thing I want to talk about
Anyway, sorry about that.
is, so my girl's in college now,
Yes.
right?
Please don't cry.
And
My big girl's in college.
she's doing so good. No, but so I go up there. You know, I went up there last weekend. Yeah,
Yeah.
this past weekend.
That's when I texted about this podcast.
Yeah,
Oh, is this the...
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And so,
Anyway, sorry.
you know, colleges have parties, all that.
Yes.
There's boys at parties, and
Ooh.
I was realizing
You and the boy.
the other day while I was at work, empty-headed, just thinking, mindlessly doing work. I was like, shoot, someone's gonna hit on my lady, and when I'm not there, I don't really care, or it's like I care, but not to the extent of like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna go beat some ass.
Yeah.
But it's like, if I'm there, and I see someone hitting on my lady, I don't want to do something about it. But then I'm like, I'm a small ass dude, okay? It's gonna be so embarrassing if I try to get into a fight for someone hitting on my lady, and I lose.
Yes.
Because then it's like, fuck, okay, just go with him. I
Go
guess
with
like
him, I mean,
he's
honestly.
way cooler. But so it's like, I realize like it's gonna have to be a out. He's gonna have to drop, and we're gonna have to go.
At
We're gonna have to
least
get out of the door, and it's
Yeah.
because he's gonna wake up and realize what happened, and then I'm gonna lose. And so I'm like planning it all out in my head. I'm like, okay, I gotta size the guy up. Probably have to take him by surprise,
Shoot him
like
up right there.
cut him off like while he's trying to talk shit to me. You know, it's just like He's talking shit like, what the fuck? Boom, right there. And then, babe, go. We're leaving. We're at the
Babe,
party.
we're out of here.
Babe, we're out.
Because I'm not going to be able to take on. There's like, H3 said this. He was like, there's like a lot of guys in the world. He's like, I probably take on like 1%, and that 1%'s in a wheelchair. You know? So I'm thinking like, damn, I'm on that side. I'm like, I can maybe hit 2%, you know, because a lot of them are kids. So it's like, and so it's like, if I needed to fight someone, I don't know how far pure anger could take me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and I don't even know if I can deliver a knockout punch, you know? And so I could just have to throw that like, like out, sack of potatoes, hope he doesn't wake up. I hope he takes a minute to wake up. So I can
Enough
like,
for you, or at
grab
least
my,
be like out of it enough for you to
No, but that's
make
like-
your game escape.
yeah, like kind of like and then get my belongings and leave.
Dude, when I decked that dude at the concert, I genuinely thought I broke my hand.
Yeah, so like I think adrenaline will carry me a little bit. I'm hoping I don't. I'm hoping because
You'll hype yourself up to the
Yeah,
point,
like-
and then you'll start talking to him. And you're like, I can't do this.
I'll probably hype
Have a
myself
good
up
one.
past the point of being able to fight, and he'll probably be already fighting me before I'm ready to fight. It's like, hold on. Okay, come on, you got
No,
this, you
because-
got this, and then get into it.
No, what is scary to me is confidence. That's why I try to
Yeah.
act as
Do it
confident
as
as I
fast
can in
as
the moment.
possible.
That's like when I decked that dude at the concert.
Yeah,
And I was like, I could probably lose this fight.
you would definitely lose that fight. The dude was
You're-
huge.
If it was just him, I think maybe I could have held in for a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, see, it's that little bit of confidence that kind of threw him off guard. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this guy just decked the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Hey.
But like, it's like whenever like if me and Bay were about to go at it, Bay's kind of like a skinnier dude,
I'm
but
scrappy.
but he's like scrappy, yeah. But like, I feel like I could take you in a fight.
Probably.
No. I'm just saying that. But if you got in my face, I was like, all right, let's go. Like that would scare me.
Yeah.
Like
it's
confidence.
all about taking that first step of confidence.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
That's like Carter.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was,
it
he
was
was
scary.
also on a lot of drugs. Anyway,
But
Love drugs.
I seeing as I'm a smaller dude, I've learned to adjust, and I've just found that, you know, my fists aren't my best weapons. So I'm like, I got to use what little capacity I have up here to talk my way out of whatever situation I'm in. And so far that's worked. I've been able to joke. So I'm like, maybe if I don't attack them physically and I just attack them mentally, it'll
Actually
work.
Fuck the shit out of
Yeah, some rush new wavelengths. Put them on that new wave shit. No, but it's like
Like,
if I
literally
just-
fuck the shit out of them, like,
you just gotta put them on that knowledge, you
on that
know.
new wavelength. You know what I'm
New
saying?
wavelength.
Shit.
Sorry.
Introduce.
Like I might be able to get somewhere, but I feel like fisticuffs ain't my avenue.
We keep talking about how we want to go and watch UFC stuff.
Mhm.
I really want to do like kickboxing or something.
Yeah, no. If I seriously looked up if there was a boxing place around here, like any kind of gym around
Yeah.
here that like trains. There's nothing.
Nothing really. I feel like it's all women.
Yeah, there's
No, my
all
mom did a
women's
kickboxing class.
Yeah,
Yeah,
She,
Lance's
she
mom
beats
doesn't.
the fuck out
I
of me.
bet she could.
No, like
Lance's mom,
it-
I feel like she could.
No, it used to be like me and my mom would like play fight, like, and she'd be like, "Oh my god, stop! You're gonna win!" And like I'd pay, like just like
She
joke,
puts
like,
you in
mom
some
and son.
judo holds. And
No,
you're
no.
on the ground, like,
She's like, "Oh, you want to go?" Like full on, like gets in it, like grabs my like upper like left shoulder and then knees me in the gut, like, and I like go down, and she's like, "You done? You done?" Like her knees like on my throat, like you done? You... like I can't.
she somehow gets her like shin up to my neck and it's just like out right there.
Dude, have you ever had somebody who's like really good at? It's either jujitsu or judo. It's one of the ones where you don't. It's all skill. It's not like
It's like where
Power?
you use their body weight.
Yeah.
Dude, they're
it's
disadvantaged, yeah.
jujitsu.
they'll do like
Yeah.
simple. Like
You
they'll
roll?
like take
You
your
roll?
arm and like
Yeah, you roll, bro.
like it's the bizarre. Like I feel like I could learn like 4 things and be good in a fight just
Yeah.
based on like they'll. It's like stuff that's not like a very specific scenario. Like they have to be punching you right at this time and you take them.
Yeah.
It's like if you're just I don't know. Like they'll like
It's
you'll go to this person and they'll like show you something. And you're like shoot. I just wish I knew that. Like you just need some practice.
Yeah.
I don't-
Well, all wrestling or not. I'm never wrestled in my life, so I don't know this. But
I
like
got some petroleum jelly in the car if you want to wrestle.
based on
oil up.
little boys over
Got some
earlier.
unitards.
Based on what I know, it's basically just trying to get to certain positions and then
Yeah.
doing a play-by-play of like, just like going into certain things.
Yeah.
So if you can get into like one position, you can just move into the next one, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It's like
95% mental, 5% muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like one thing I've learned not learn, but like taken notice that getting hit in certain parts of the body, like lightly, hurt just as bad as getting decked like in the face as hard as possible.
Yeah.
Like if someone like goes like kicking you, grab it and you deck them right in the
Dead leg 'em?
thigh.
Yeah. Like,
Oh my
You're
god,
like a
that's,
global.
that's so
Please.
bad.
Yeah.
Or if you're fighting someone and like no one ever thinks to like, oh, let me punch you in the stomach.
Yeah.
But if you like left hook somebody right in the ribs, that's your liver.
Yeah.
That physically
Yeah.
that physically knocks you out.
Yeah.
Like it's a technical knockout in MMA.
Really?
If you get decked in the liver
If you
and you
liver
go down
somebody
and you
in the-
crouch, it's a technical knockout.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
there's what was it? Is it the triangle?
The triangle choke.
Yeah, where they like have their legs around you.
Yeah.
And then they're slowly tightening, so
Yeah.
every time you breathe in, it just
It
like
gets tighter and
it's
tighter. Yeah.
and it's like that's crazy.
That's
you
just-
just get
that's-
knocked out by just not being able to breathe from someone's legs around your waist.
Dang. Yeah.
That's like
dude.
Nate Diaz. I hate that guy to death.
I can't stand him.
I hate him. Like, oh god, if anyway, he did that and he immediately started like flipping off like his opponent's like coaches, like, yeah, like I just won, and he's still in the fight, but he's like, dude, I won, like this is over, but he's got him in a triangle choke.
Yeah.
And it's around his
And that dude's
chest. Yeah.
The dude's working off like 10% breath.
Yeah. And then he wins. I mean, but like once you're in that move,
You're
unless,
just done.
like-
That's weird. That's what's weird about UFC is you can get in specific holds
That's what I think.
and they're just done.
Yeah, but fights nowadays have gotten so technical that's low-key getting more boring to watch. It's like,
Yeah.
It's like-
I think that it's coming back though.
yeah, I hope so.
And
But,
boxing
like,
is getting more entertaining.
everyone's so concerned about people
Like
getting
safety.
hurt. Yeah, it's
Screw
like
that.
he got hit once. Hold on, make sure he's okay. Okay, go back to like it's
Yeah,
like
football. That's what I'm afraid.
I'm
Football.
here to watch
I've
someone
predicted-
die.
Oh my god.
I predicted that in 10 years, football is just going to be almost flag football. Like you're not
pretty
going
much.
to be able
Yeah,
to.
They're
They're not going to have
creating-
kickoffs
people are
anymore.
dying.
So
People
they-
are
Well,
shit.
yeah.
they
But-
moved from regular field to turf
Yeah.
because it's safer. When really it's not that much safer. I
Mhm.
played lacrosse on turf, and if you fall, it rips your skin apart.
And it's concrete under there.
Yeah,
It's,
it's
like,
brutal.
hard under
I
it.
broke my foot playing football on turf.
Yeah.
Because there was a hole in the turf and my cleat got caught in it,
Oh,
and it
gosh.
ripped my foot. And they're creating a field with turf that has like bubble under it.
That's
The
cool.
field actually squishes.
That's really cute.
Isn't that stupid? Like you're totally taking out.
Do you think you could jump higher? Like get a little extra balance.
That's a
and then
good.
go?
But see, like I don't know.
Ding.
But like it's like
Get a
they're
double
making
backflip.
it such a
Yeah.
safe sport, but it's like people are like, oh well, they're killing themselves out there. Well, yeah, but they signed up to do it. They
Yeah.
know the risk. This is
It's
their
like
life. This is what they
gladiators.
want to do.
Yeah. I hate that. It's like
And no
Most of
one's
the people, it seems like everybody dies in practice. Like the
Yeah.
most people die
People
in
go hard.
practice.
No
Yeah.
one wants. No one says anything about boxing or MMA. They're like, oh well, that's the sport. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, that's the sport of
That's
football,
what football
too.
is too. Football's been like that for the last 100 years.
What's crazy to me is rugby is actually safer than football
yeah.
Why is that?
because since they're not wearing any pads, you learn to tackle a different way that's
Yeah.
safer
And
for
you
the
can
both of
you
you.
control
Yeah.
your body like to,
Yeah.
to
It's like-
take a tackle.
If you're in a war and you're driving a motorcycle, you're gonna want to avoid people more than when you're driving a tank. You know.
I've never thought about this parallel. Like it's like stunt doubles that'll do, like say the stunt is falling out of a 2-story building. If you were to fall out of, like if one of us were to fall out of it, we'd get hurt because we don't know how to. But like there's stunt doubles that can literally jump and land on their back, and they're like fine because they just know how to.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that makes total sense. I know that you can get really injured in rugby, but it's just not the same.
Yeah.
Nobody trucks you from like 20 yards of full speed running.
Well,
Yeah. There's no
because-
like 300-pound linebacker.
Because
They're
it's-
also built different.
Yeah.
It's
They
it's
train
not it's not
differently.
about like big hits like highlight reels. It's literally like they go. It's like always like the
Are you talking
lower
about rugby or football? right now?
rugby.
Okay.
It's always like the lower person wins.
Yeah.
They literally grab a leg and just lift you up just to knock you over.
Yeah.
It's nothing like crazy.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not trying to like throw you.
Destroy you. They're
just
trying to play the game.
Yeah.
In football, if someone's trying to kill you.
Yeah, they're trying
I
to
love
flatten
Dude,
you.
in linebacker, like the people on the line are just talking. I've never played football,
Dude,
but
I was
they
doing
are
When you
it
hear the
talking.
mic-
I know.
When you hear Mike,
Yeah,
the
they're
mic
just talking
I love it.
mad
God.
shit, and so like Noel talks about this on the Tiny Meat Gang podcast, but he's like, fighters have a switch. You know,
Yeah.
some people are able to turn that switch on, some people aren't. Where it's like, I don't care if I'm about to kill you right now. The next punch might kill you. I'm gonna do it because I turned that switch on and I
Yeah.
can't see anything but red, like we were talking about in the last one.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like football players have the same thing where once they flip this switch, they don't care about anything but killing whatever's in
like
front
you're
of them.
dead.
And if you don't have that switch, you're just gonna be plowed through by
That's-
the 300
that's
pound dude in
literally,
front of
like,
you.
in lacrosse, like not to like flex on myself, but like if I was gonna like hit you, like I wasn't just gonna
Shit.
like do it lightly. Like, I don't care if you were like 110 pounds or if you were 400 pounds.
You're
I was
gonna
gonna
deck 'em
go
the same.
full speed, like straight into your chest.
Yeah.
like
Just
as hard
middle
as I
of the
could.
shoulder to the
Yeah.
sternum.
Yeah, that's what I don't think I could ever fight, like, aside from what we were just talking about, where I have to like try to knock someone out.
It's
But
like that
I don't
boost
think
of
because I don't
confidence.
have that switch. Because if I see someone that like I'm like, oh god, I hurt that guy, and then it's like he's coming back at me. I'm like, wait, I just hurt you. Wait, give me a second.
I feel like if you like look into it enough, you like the good fighters are in it for the sport, and there's like
yeah,
they have the switch.
but you see Conor McGregor walk in, and you know he just wants to kill that guy.
But
like
he's
there's
just-
nothing.
even him, like
Yeah.
even in an interview, like he's a nice guy. Sometimes, like
Yeah, he's
the
not-
most humble winner and loser
He's
I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
But he's nice. But then I'm just telling you, like the second he walks in that ring, it just blink, and
Yeah.
he's just ready
But the
to
thing
kill.
about
He's like a
him-
marine at that point.
The physical warfare part of that, he's got on lockdown. He's gonna
Yeah.
kill you. But he also plays the mental warfare card
Yeah.
so
where he
perfectly.
just plays,
Like, everything
he
He
knows,
before.
just gets in your head.
Yeah.
That's what any sport is like. Talking on the line
Mhm.
or me trashing some dude in lacrosse.
Mhm.
It's literally just like
You're playing
like
basketball.
this one
talking to
time-
the
You gotta
point
sound
guard.
bigger
it's
than you
it's
are.
so weird.
Yeah,
This one time there was this
little dog, big bark.
there was this little kid guarding me in lacrosse, and so all the defensive like people, we would come up and just like flick his dick, just like come up and just literally like and flick him in the dick. And
Is
he'd
it-
be, stop it! Like it was so.
it was like
funny.
that goalie at that one game that everyone was screaming at.
Yeah. So it was my senior night game, like the best game I've ever been a part of. Like I scored like 5 times. It was great. I had him
Yeah.
come. Our friend Carter came. Jeff
was
Hudgens
there.
came.
Yeah,
It was and like usually like when I score, I just like go back to the next play. But since it was senior night, we're all just like, and we're playing the worst team in the state.
yeah.
There's 140 teams in Virginia,
And
and
they're the
they're
number one one?
139.
Oh my,
Yeah, and then Monacan is 140.
really?
Yeah, they're the worst. They when they play, like I actually go to those games because the two worst teams
It's
playing
good.
against each other. I just like, wow, someone actually scored. Like,
Yeah.
wow. And he's like talking so much shit because like I did this one move like where I caught the ball. I played crease, which is right in front of the goal.
Yeah.
I caught the ball and I went to shoot and I fake shot it and he jumped, and then I just literally dropped it in on the other side of him, and then I took my stick and I looked right at Jack and Jeff and I just went. It was so fun. It was great, and like our student section is like talking shit like you suck, number 17, like that's the goalie.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I said my own number in the
Yeah.
That's my number in the cross. Anyway, like
They would just say you suck,
and he
goalie.
goes, no, you get down here and fight me then, blah blah. I'm like, dude, why don't you just focus on saving goals
Yeah.
instead of talking trash? At
Every time he would mess up, he'd turn to the stands because he knew something was gonna come out of the stands yelling at him.
Yeah, and then he goes, well, like, because all my goals, since I play in front of the goal, I just literally like fake and then go in another direction. It takes me like I literally walk while I
Yeah.
do it. Like it's so easy for me to score in that position. He's like, well, all your goals are 2 feet in front of the cage. Why don't you like take a step out and like actually shoot it? And I was like, all right. So the next one, I catch it at crease. I like backpedal really fast, like 30 yards out, and I rip it and I bounce it into the goal. And he just shuts down. It was so great.
Yeah. And he was like flicking off the stand. He was like flicking off the stands at
Yeah.
one point.
It was
Dang.
great. It was awesome.
See, that's when we used to play George Witt. That's what it was like in baseball. They quit after the second inning. We played them when we were winning 22-0, and they said we don't have to play this, and we're like, all right, and then we just left. And
22 in baseball.
and 2 innings, 22.
Good Lord.
I hit a triple. Have you ever been to George Witt?
No.
Their football field fades into their basketball field. I hit a triple because I hit it. It was just a line drive that went past the outfielder, but it just rolled forever. It just never stopped because there's no fence. That game was so much fun. But yeah,
Did you ever like talk trash when you played sports?
not really. In baseball, it's hard to, unless you're like the first baseman and you're like standing there covering. But other
If
than
you
that,
had
never,
if you had like a dinger off of the pitcher, do you ever just like
dude,
like as you're running to first?
there was one time.
I feel like you get kicked out of stuff for that. I'm kicked out of
Baseball's so sensitive.
Yeah.
There was one time that I was playing. Did you? No. This was another. So I was playing against one of my friends. He was on the other team, and I saw him looking at his coach, and they were like, he said something like, he's like, throw the pitch, and he was like, yeah, throw the pitch, and whatever. He threw a curveball and just like floated, and I dinged it like way out, and just kind of like eyed him, and then started running. Like all you can really do is looks.
Yeah.
Like there's not really much you can do.
Dude,
Yeah.
do you ever like flick the bat?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Oh,
That's
dude.
when you hit a home run
It's
and
the
can flick
little-
your back. It's like
The biggest
nothing
kick
is
to the
better
nuts.
than because and hitting a home run in a game versus like just like hang, like with friends is just like when people are watching and like you're against them, it's so good.
No, that's like why like any sport I've ever played, I've always been on defense.
Yeah.
Like preventing things from happening. But like when I moved over to like lacrosse, I wanted to play like offense just so I could have that feeling of just like people like cheering, doing something good and like productive.
Mm-hmm.
And like on
Dude,
defense,
when you're good at a sport, it's so
it
much
just
fun.
makes it that much better.
Yeah.
Like you can always be like, oh, I love this game, but if you're not good at it,
Yeah,
like it's
like
it's,
golf.
It can
I played golf for Clover Hill just because I think it was the off season. I can't remember why I played, but I just played and I wasn't good, and it was like fun, but it wasn't like baseball fun when I was good.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. I wish I played football though. I would have been a sweet like slot.
I always feel like my dad wanted me to get into sports, and I never did. And so I'm like, dang.
I
This is
mean,
my
It was
dad.
fun.
I wasn't gonna play football 10th grade year because I just hated football's just not my thing.
Yeah.
Now, if I played now, I'd probably love it, just because I wasn't like as aggressive in 10th grade.
Yeah.
But then, and I only kind of really played because I know my dad wanted me to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was he coaching?
Yeah. Huh?
Did he coach?
He didn't coach my 10th grade. He coached 8th grade and freshman, and I
Oh.
played both of those. And then I quit. I didn't quit. I stopped playing.
Yeah.
Because I finished the season, and then I was like, all right, I'm not gonna play anymore.
Yeah.
And then Sammy De La Pena, like one of the best athletes Clover Hill's ever seen, the dude who literally scored all the goals when he was anyway.
Yeah.
He was like, dude, like we need numbers, like we need you out there, like come play. And so halfway through the season, I came out and played. The worst thing I've ever done. And but like that was probably the best I've ever played, just because like someone taught me how to like talk shit to all the players.
Yeah.
And so like
Dang.
even if I did bad, I was like, oh, that's all you got. Like just little stuff like that just made it that much more fun.
That's awesome.
So like just getting into people's heads is just as big of a part of the sport as actually doing the sport.
because that's like home stadium. Like when you're playing at a home stadium, literally having your fans behind you is like completely different.
Yeah, I love it.
Dude, I only played JV. I never played varsity, but I literally played 10th grade, and then I tried out, or I started to try out, and I just didn't want to play, but I was still like on the roster until they did picks, and he still called me. He was like, hey, we're not going to put you on the team. And it was so degrading, even though I had already I wasn't going to play.
Yeah.
But the fact that he still called me was the
you're
worst. I was like, dude, I already wasn't
Wait,
doing-
are
why'd
you
call
sure?
me?
You want to try?
I was like, maybe I can come to practice, but it felt like I like failed, even though really I didn't like.
It just
I didn't like high school sports, really, and kind of in general. But
Clover Hill just is just a bad place to play sports.
tennis was fun because we won champion. Like we were the district champion.
Who's the
was fun 'cause
coach?
we were
Who's the
actually
guy
good.
coach? What was his
It
name?
was Joel Hyam.
Hyam.
Yeah,
He was a gym teacher at Swift Creek.
he was the best. That's the reason I played was because I had some friends on. And they were like, "You should just come and play." Good luck. We'll be here. Jackson One
We're
Piece.
still talking about sports.
Yeah, I literally only played because it was math sci kids, and I was like, we're friends, and we never get to see each other. And he was like, come and play tennis. I was like, okay. I'd never played tennis, and I just went and played, and I started every game, which is bad. Like that's not good for the school because it's like we have a team that brings in a player that's never played, and all of a sudden he's starting. Like they need to do some recruiting.
Well, that's like when I first showed up to lacrosse,
Yeah.
I had just my Sammy De La Pena,
Yeah,
like was a D1. He's pretty much was like a D1 bound lacrosse player. Like he got offers from like Brown University, like
Dang.
Ivy League. Like
Yeah.
he's insane. Was like, dude, like come play lacrosse. I was like, because what got me into it was that Dude Perfect video they made with Paul Rabel.
yeah. Oh yeah,
The lacrosse
that was
one.
Sweet.
I was like, yo, like that looks like a fun sport. Like I've never played, never heard of it. And so then that weekend, the weekend before tryouts, I went out and I bought a stick for like $50.
Yeah,
Tried out and I got a starting spot on the
that's
team.
so sick.
Yeah, like I only like had practice for like 2 days and I had a starting spot. It was
That's
the
pretty
best
intense.
feeling ever.
There's
yeah.
just like people that are athletes though. That people like argue that that's not true.
What?
That people are born athletes.
Mhm.
That they can.
Bo Jackson.
That is way.
tell me
not true.
that's not a born athlete.
That's true.
That's his
You
only
can
purpose
just try
in
out
life.
and just be good. Yeah, but I like that's like I played golf without playing golf before, and I played tennis, but like I don't know, sport. I think that they're just competitive sports people.
Yeah.
Yep. I wish I would have played a contact sport.
Oh, dude, it's the best feeling ever when you lay someone out and you just stand over top
That
of
one
them.
video that you had, I'm sure you had other ones, with where you decked a guy on the sideline, and it was like just like a crappy video from forever, but that was so sick.
Would people like you and me be able to lace
Probably
them out?
not.
Yeah,
But
I
I
was
think
gonna say.
I think that you can build up to that.
In my
No,
head,
if-
yeah, I'm like, oh, I could lace them
Well,
out.
you're
No,
fast, right?
I guess I
If-
used to be.
if you-
haven't
That's why I
run
could
in
play
so long.
slot though. Like I could play like
Yeah.
I couldn't be a running back because I don't have the low center of gravity, but I could be.
If you
I'm
run
quick and
full speed
choppy.
into someone,
They're
no
still
matter
getting-
what your size is, they're going down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably, but it's just like
in form.
See, what
Yeah.
what I lacked for in speed, I made up for in size.
Yeah.
What you lack for in size, you,
You
make
make
up
for speed.
way much more in speed.
yeah.
I can beat Lance in a foot race, which is pretty exciting.
And
he's African American
blonde
too.
too.
He's half black, so-
African American. Sorry, African American.
So-
Sorry, Lance. God. Anyway,
I did track for 2 weeks and I quit because that was the worst.
Joel
I did that
Hyam.
for too
That's his
long.
name, Joel.
Yeah.
Joel Hyam.
I'm still friends with him on Facebook. If you're out there, if you're listening to this, he friends stuff. I mean, he likes stuff on Facebook every now and then.
That's creepy. Anyway.
No, it's good because
Okay.
I'm old.
Good job,
Little
And,
boys?
I love
little boys love him. Anyway, he was married to an art teacher at Swift Creek. Right? They work together.
Yeah.
She's old as shit. Okay, like old, but she dresses like a slut. It was disgusting. No, it was disgusting. Like she would bend over and you could see her cooch.
Oh,
Like her skirt.
Joel, I
was-
hope you're not listening to this.
Joel, dude, I'm sorry. I'm gonna trash you for a second. Like she would stand up and her
Your woman's nasty.
yeah, your chicks are anyway. Literally, she would stand up and like the bottom of her skirt would just barely cover her butt cheeks,
Ooh.
like her
At
underbutt.
school?
Yeah, it was disgusting. A teacher,
Yeah.
an old teacher, like probably 60s.
Jeez.
Ugh. Anyway, and they got
Needs to be put
divorced.
down.
She,
Oh, it's not your lady anymore, but she's still trash.
I think she kept his last name. Yeah.
That's so creepy.
And then a new science teacher got brought into the school, and then he married her like a few months later.
Did
He's
she
got
have
a thing
a short
for
skirt
science
too?
teachers.
No, she was very like conservative
You
about the
realize
way
that
she
What was
Say-
that song? The
Taylor Swift.
yeah. She
Our Story.
I wear t-shirts. She's the cheer captain. Okay.
I'm on the bleachers.
Dude,
That's a good knot.
can you not?
There's
Hell
good
yeah, you
knot.
can.
Dude, you can fish with some good knot.
Oh, that's like the magician's knot.
That's not that good.
How do I do it? Okay.
The
That's not that good.
fishing. That's
Yeah.
all.
How do you do you this guy over here for the longest time when we went fishing would just tie us hooks with a double overhand knot.
It
Am I right?
worked.
Let's. All right. So let's. I take mine.
just rips it.
Imagine it's like
It's
this.
all like-
I take it and I just twist it like this for a really long time, and then I take this one and just loop it through and just.
Is that how you fish?
Yeah.
No, it's like you make a noose.
Pretty much.
That's what I do.
You just make a noose and just
Love nooses.
Man.
Okay, keep going.
give me some noose. Let's go. Let's get
Let's
right.
get right into the
into
news. Send the news,
Welcome
girl.
back.
Breaking news. What were you gonna say?
I was just talking about how
Fishing.
I love nooses. I want to talk about. I talked about this with you for a second, but so I've been like going into like
Labor.
the can.
No, I like every 2 weeks I'll rotate what I obsess over on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because my homepage will just be filled with whatever I obsess over
Yeah.
until I find something new. And so I'll just like be like, maybe I should go watch something else. And I see something on the homepage that I'm like slightly interested in.
Yeah.
And I'll click on that and
Yeah.
fall right back into it. So lately it's been like Marvel movies
Uh-huh.
and like stuff
You ever
like
watch
that.
John? What's his name? The movie theories? No. That's just a movie theory.
Game theories?
Game theories, but he does movie theories.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Anyway, so that's anyway.
Well, one thing that like made me really mad was when these people watch Marvel movies or any superhero movie for that matter, and they watch it and critique it for the logic.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, I don't go to Marvel movies to be like, oh, freaking Iron Man got hit with this, and that wouldn't make sense because of this.
Yeah.
Like sense of. I don't care.
Well, the way you said it, you said they go and critique it for it being realistic.
Yeah, or not
I
being
was like,
realistic.
Superheroes are not realistic.
Yeah, they're like, this would never happen because
Yeah,
of
it would
like.
never
that
happen
pissed me off.
anyway.
Yeah, it's like.
One of my mom's friends, we were watching that World War Z.
Yeah.
That was a great movie.
I've never
Yeah.
seen it.
good.
It's
Is it
got
Brad Pitt?
Brad
Brad
Pitt,
Pitt,
yeah.
and it's like this disease goes around and basically turns everyone into zombies.
Yeah.
But it's not like
They're like fast,
like,
really
Yeah.
speedy,
like
jumpy
brains.
zombies.
It's like they
They,
full
like,
on sprint and
yeah,
like
like, tumble
go
over each other
rage
kind
of
mode
thing.
on you.
Yeah.
They
That's
flip
the one
that
where they
MMA
have like
switch.
300,000 and they're like
Yeah, the
climbing up
crawling
that
Yeah,
wall.
yeah.
It's like the
Great movie,
first-
crazy.
not first-
different like view on
Israel?
zombies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in like Israel, and one of my mom's friends, she's not friends anymore, and I feel like this is part of the
This
reason.
is the reason.
She goes, "That's just not a realistic zombie." I'm like, "Bitch,
What is
zombies
a
are not
realistic zombie?
realistic.
Yeah.
They're not."
Have you seen a
real."
realistic one?
When was the last time you saw one?
Watch The Walking Dead, AMC.
Those are real zombies.
No, but it's like if you don't go to a
Glenn?
movie theater and sit in that chair like a 10-year-old would, I don't
You're
feel
not.
like
You shouldn't be watching them.
Yeah, because like
Get a
I
job.
feel like if
Just kidding.
I was 30 years old, yeah, get a fucking job.
Get a
What do
fucking
you
You're
don't go to the
you're
movies.
Losing time right now.
No, if like 30, if you're 30 years old or like more, like growing up as a kid watching these superheroes as
should
the
be an
way
escape,
kids are
not like
watching them now,
Yeah.
like watching Infinity War as a kid now versus like 30 years ago, however good the effects were, you should be watching that and being that kid sitting in that seat, because that's just like dreams are coming true.
Yeah.
I don't care about
I hate when people say it's not realistic, but I also hate when people say it wasn't like the comics.
yeah, I don't care.
I don't care. I
It's
mean,
like-
maybe if you're a comic person, it's just fun, like in your group. But,
then
don't
you
bring
already
me into it. I
then
don't
you
care.
already
Like,
know the whole story if
it's-
you've seen the
it's
comic.
2018.
yeah,
Like, what kid our generation
is
reading
like
reading
actually
comics.
reading a book in general?
It's
That's
like
true.
a very small minority. But it's like if you've read the comics and you expect it to be exactly like the comics, how is that any fun? You're just
Yeah,
That's
you
like-
already knew the story.
Like
Yeah.
what movie?
Going
like
with an
Harry
open mind.
Potter or like any other movie that's like based off a book, is exactly like the book.
Yeah,
None of them.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
true.
It,
Yeah.
it,
You get
it,
some-
it makes sense grammatically for a book, but cinematically it just wouldn't work.
yeah.
So you have
Percy
to change certain
Jackson
things.
sucked.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was a great book,
yeah.
but it was
And
a
then the
shitty
movie was terrible.
The second one was even worse.
I
Oh
didn't
my
watch
God.
any of them.
Don't watch the second,
Second
one.
one
If
was
you do.
awful.
The first one as a kid I thought was cool, but it's like there's movies that I thought were great as a child.
Yeah.
But I go back and watch them like,
You're
wow,
like, what
I'm
happened?
what kind of cinematic idiot was I?
Like Star Wars is the same way.
I was not cultured at all.
1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars are the worst movies ever.
I have
They're
not.
bad.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say they're good.
I
No,
haven't-
I
don't
like them, but they're not. I mean, I would agree they're not good. The acting is just horrendous. Like the little Anakin kid, I don't know
Oh,
how
that-
he's still alive. His acting was so bad. He should have just kind of
Killed him.
I haven't
Oh,
watched any Star Wars movie to completion.
dude.
That's all right.
I haven't really cared to, because
At this point, there's too many.
based on what I've seen, it's just like a lot of talking. Only the new ones have a lot of action, I hear.
I couldn't tell you why I like it. Like I literally, I get so excited when they come out, and I don't know why.
I love them.
I do
I
too.
love those movies. They're great.
They're
I
like-
can talk about them forever.
Like,
My favorite
but
one was
I-
Rogue One.
I know
and
everything
I
about
hated
it.
Rogue
Really?
One. It was
Why?
so boring.
Why?
I mean, the action part was great, but it was just like
I think
it was just a filler movie.
for some
Like,
reason
it didn't
I didn't
need-
know
it
the time
wasn't-
frame. Like before I went in, nobody told me that it was like
It was,
I
like,
can't
in
remember, it was, like,
between-
between 3
it
and
was-
4,
yeah.
I think, and I didn't know that. So
No,
I
it
was
was
like
in-
so
it was-
surprised when anything
it was-
happened.
Yeah, it's like
It was
just
yeah. It was in
follow a
between.
consistent
It was
timeline.
Yeah.
between 3 and 4. No, the reason he made 5, 6, and 7 was because he wanted to save 1, 2, and 3 for whenever computer like
when the graphics were great enough.
graphics
CGI.
got better. Yeah, so that he could CGI in
Yoda.
Yoda and
Not
what's
be a
the-
little puppet.
yeah, he could like actually make them look more realistic instead of because
Well-
it was I get why he did it, but like Rogue One was just a movie
It's more like a
about it was
timeline
like
filler.
it was in between like 3 and 4, but it was more about 4
Yeah,
and it was just from a different perspective.
yeah, because
so-
it was like a parallel to a lot of.
Yeah, basically this planet explodes, but the people on the planet are trying to figure out how to destroy the Death Star.
Mm-hmm.
But before they could destroy the Death Star, spoiler alert, in the end they do destroy the Death Star.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The Death Star destroys the planet. It was just basically how they got the blueprints to
Yeah.
the Death Star and all this stuff. It wasn't a needed movie. It was just a filler.
I loved. I like the Asian
Maybe
guy
I
with
need to
the
go.
no
maybe,
eyes.
maybe I need to go watch it again. But I saw it in the movie. It was just the beginning was so rough. And Alex Matasia, shout out Alex Matasia for beating the shit out of me. I took her on our first date there, and I slept through the whole thing.
Of Rogue One.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I slept through Interstellar the second time I went. And
I've
it was
watched
so good.
The most boring movie I've ever watched is Lincoln.
That was
I've
filmed here too.
I've never seen it.
It was
That was
terrible.
filmed in Richmond.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
It was 4 hours. It was like close to 4 hours long or something.
Really,
like
I never watched it.
or
It
what
had
it
Daniel
felt like.
Day Lewis, and he won an award for it. And I
was-
love him, but
If I would
never had any interest in watching.
We went and watched it as an 8th grade field trip,
Oh.
which was just like the worst. But I didn't. I feel like if I didn't fall asleep to that movie, there's no movie I will fall asleep to.
I fall asleep to movies real easy.
If I'm in the theater?
even if I wanted to see it,
Well, like if I'm in the theater, I know I paid for it, and there's a certain atmosphere in there.
Yeah.
Like I love being in a movie
Even
theater.
then, I still fall asleep.
I can't do that.
I don't know how. My sister can't. If a movie is on, she will stay awake until the entire
I'm
thing
just
is over.
like my ADD self is easily entertained by nothing.
Yeah.
And so, like,
I'm the
I'm like,
opposite
oh,
kind of ADD, where I'm
someone's,
like,
like-
not enough's going on and I'll fall asleep.
Well, I'll just like be looking, and then like something like slightly drastic will happen. Pop back in
Oh,
for
wait,
a second.
that's right. Yeah.
Because like I'll zone out in between conversations and stuff, but like
Movies are not the same. There's not any good new movies.
I'm saying, it's like video games, movies, all this
Yeah.
stuff is just so recycled.
I just went to that conference, was about marketing, but they emphasized on storytelling because that's like the new marketing is like having something like a reason behind everything. And one of the guys was talking about how every movie is the same with different characters.
Yeah.
It's true. Like literally, there's like 4 movie like group like types of movies,
Yeah.
and it's just a different character.
Like
people still-
like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
They've made like at least 20 different movies with the same storyline,
17 again?
same idea. Yeah, same idea.
Happy
just,
Death Day?
just different. Happy Death Day.
Freaky
yeah,
Friday.
Freaky Friday. There's that one with that. It's on Netflix.
There's an Adam
It's
Sandler
called.
one.
It's just called Naked, and he wakes up like naked, not remembering anything where he is, and then he like the same story. Just every morning he wakes up naked in this elevator.
There's just not many new ideas floating.
That's
Yeah.
why I love when
And-
there's a new movie.
yeah, and
even
Mar-
if it's not that great.
Have
just
you
if
seen
it's
The Black
new.
Klansman?
That's a good
No.
movie. It's a
Good
movie.
ass movie. That's my favorite movie
Who's
I've ever
the
seen.
main guy in that?
I
Is it
don't
the guy
know.
from Black Panther?
No,
No.
no, that's Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
That's not him.
It's got somebody in it that anyway, I gotta go see it.
The
good.
greatest
That's
movie
that's
I've ever seen.
Makes you think.
Spike Lee, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure directed that.
Spike Lee joint.
Love Spike Lee.
And now it gets real as fuck at
Yeah.
the end of the movie. It's not really a spoiler alert. It's just like in the credits kind of. They show it's basically about the KKK and the Black Panthers.
yeah,
They show clips of how it's still active today.
yeah.
They showed
And they show it in like
Charlottesville.
UVA and on like Monument Avenue. And like it's everywhere.
They just
It's
showed
ridiculous.
the Charger in Charlottesville, going through the crowd.
It was a Challenger.
Challenger.
Oh, dang, yeah.
Was it Charger?
I think
Good.
so.
I thought it was Charger.
We'll look it up. I want to know.
That's his thing though. He did.
He's very political.
He's political, but he's like
specifically
he doesn't
toward
hide things. Like he won't like what's
Try
the
to
word?
slide messages in.
No.
Be blunt.
Sugarcoat it. He won't
Yeah.
sugarcoat it at all. Like what
No,
you see is.
But like a lot of his old
Which how it
movies
is.
have made it seem like white people. I'm not saying this just because I'm white. It's a fact. And I'm gonna back this up. So just give me a second.
Got you.
He makes white people look really bad in a lot of his movies.
Yeah.
Like for a while, like at some point in time, white people were not doing the best. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But they weren't even like really scoring on that test. They were
No,
just kind of
But
turning it in blank.
yeah.
They weren't trying.
In this movie, they make both parties look just as ignorant.
Interesting.
The KKK and the Black Panther.
They're probably. I feel like. Yeah. No, that's right.
I need to go see it. Is it still in the movies? Or
Yeah.
in the theater?
Yeah. it
Dude,
is.
I've got
I've seen
Movie
it
Pass and
twice.
I haven't seen any.
I've
movies
seen
lately.
it twice. I would go see it again.
Maybe I'll go see it tomorrow.
I'd probably see it again.
I still have I have like a couple hours tomorrow before I go fly.
What
Dude, I
time?
got to.
What time is your flight?
I think it's
like 6.
I think it's like almost a 3-hour movie.
Really.
Yeah, it's a great
It's
movie.
like 2.5.
It's captivating. The whole thing's so captivating.
It's tense
Dude,
at times.
well, Spike Lee's one of the directors that he doesn't ever have like a lot of sales, but every movie's different, and it's
Yeah.
like he doesn't care about the big flashy, whatever.
yeah.
That's what
And it's like it's a very serious movie,
yeah.
but it has just the right amount of laughs in it to make
Huh.
it like goofy.
I can't remember the actor that's in it. Maybe
He does
Denzel
good.
Washington
He does really no.
No.
is in it. I don't know. Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't remember the last time I saw a movie that I was like, dang, that's gonna be one of my favorite movies from now on.
Infinity War was dope.
Infinity War was crazy. There
I
was
loved
so
it.
much going
I
on.
loved it.
And everything tied together so
That is
well.
the epitome of I'm a 10-year-old in a chair.
Dude, I actually can't wait for the next one. Usually,
Dude.
Marvel movies, I'm not in, like I don't really like Marvel movies.
I like
His
but
name is John David Washington.
Oh,
Denzel Washington's son.
Maybe.
Just kidding, I don't know.
I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I love it.
I love how small he is.
Yeah.
I love little
And he's
boys.
22.
Like when there's a little boy.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
little
he's
boys.
older than us. So I was talking to my sister about this. I remember when they casted him, they were like, "Yeah, we found this 16-year-old on YouTube," and I was like, "Wait, that was like 2 years ago, right?" And my sister was like, "Oh no, he's 22." I'm like, "There's no way that was 6 years ago that they casted him." How's that? Because they
Marvel is a weird.
dude, the
like-
fact that they have movies planned 10 years ahead
Dude, it's crazy.
is That it's crazy.
But I think they're gonna run out sooner or later because they're gonna run out.
No.
Of
They've got to run
superheroes.
out sooner or
No,
later.
because
Well,
what they're
but then you gotta
expanding
think
into
about-
is a multiverse.
Yeah. Well, you got to think about like Iron Man 4, Iron Man 5. Like they're just gonna keep doing.
No,
like,
because this next
sequels.
one is like confirmed.
Well, not
Robert
Iron.
Downey's
I mean, I'm just saying
last-
like
yeah,
superheroes with sequels.
yeah, because like no, but like, they're expanding into like a multiverse or something like that,
Yeah.
and it means like, it's basically just expanding into parallel dimensions,
Yeah.
and so it's like.
Everything connects.
Yeah, everything can like it's just basically saying like, hey, these are the same superheroes just in a different timeline almost.
Yeah. Dude, I read Stanley books before he goes to sleep, and he has one that's
There was a long time I thought Stan Lee and Hugh Hefner were the same person.
Stanley and Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, the Playboy guy.
Who's Hugh Hefner?
He
Hugh
just
Hefner?
died.
There was the guy who
Who made Playboy?
like made Playboy,
Hugh-
head of the Playboy
I just know his
Mansion.
name.
Hugh Hefner was the guy who
I'm
just
sure.
died. He was like head of the Playboy Bunny Mansion and all that. He's like this old guy who's always surrounded by like.
If it wasn't for him, porn would be legal still.
Hugh Hefner. I don't
He
know.
was
I
like-
know I
but
recognize the guy.
He looks like Stan Lee, so I was like, damn, this old guy is making comics, and has hella hot ladies on him all the time.
That's
I don't know.
hilarious.
He's like making superhero comics,
How's he
and
do
he's
it?
got like these hella fine ladies.
Dang.
And I was like,
Hugh
if he can
Hefner.
do it, anyone can do it.
But
But then I realized they were different. I was like, still,
who's the DC guy?
I don't know. I
I've
don't
never,
care.
What?
nobody knows who
I don't
writes
care.
DC
No one
comics,
gives a
Batman,
shit about
Superman.
except
DC.
for Batman.
Batman is stupid. And
Really?
I don't
You don't
like
like
it.
the
I'm like,
Christopher
he's
Nolan Batmans?
I don't care about any of them.
Wait,
Really?
you didn't like
Dark Knight?
when like
The only thing I liked about it was
Batman
Joker.
Begins. That was a great first
Batman
Batman movie.
Begins, because it had the I don't remember Ra's al Ghul, the trainer guy. I
Yeah.
loved him.
He was
Liam Neeson. No,
Yeah.
it wasn't Liam Neeson.
No,
it was the
it's-
other guy.
it's
Liam
Bat-
Neeson's in it though.
Batman
He's
as
no, maybe he is. I don't know. Liam
Batman
Neeson.
as a character, I don't care about him.
Oh yeah,
you're
me
kind of
neither.
boring.
I
Yeah,
just
he-
like the Christopher Nolan
Yeah.
versions of it.
Yeah, an
Although
actor could do
Watchmen,
dope
I
job.
recommend that movie. It's super dark.
What's it about?
Watchmen.
Watchmen?
It's just these superheroes that like nobody likes, and then they like them.
I want Kick-Ass 3 to come out. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen, but I want
I
it.
just love Chloe Grace Moretz.
Is that the girl who's playing like the girl in purple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love her.
Wasn't she was in Neighbors too?
She's
With Si-
been in a lot of movies. I never saw Neighbors, either of them. I
they're
love Seth
alright.
Rogen.
They're just kind of those movies where it's like, hey, that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
um,
So
Neighbors 2, I hated the ending of it.
the books that I read, the Stanley, there's one that it's just the Avengers, and there's like 80 people that are in the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like you think that it's
It's
like 6 or
ridiculous.
whatever, and then you hear people are like, there's a lot more. I thought that it was like 20, maybe, but there's like 80 that
It's-
just.
yeah.
that's crazy.
There's like
So they're just they're gonna have movies forever.
it's go the
Especially with Ant-Man
Yeah.
being a character
Ugh.
that people want to watch. Like, I don't. That sounds like such a boring
I
one,
just-
and they make it good.
I don't really care for Paul Rudd. It's not that it's Ant-Man. I don't really like Paul Rudd as an actor.
He's corny.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think that they tried to make him like Deadpool.
Yeah.
Have you seen both the Deadpools?
I haven't seen the second
one.
Oh,
Is it good?
yeah.
I like Ryan Reynolds
It
a
was
lot.
not as good as the first one, but it was really good.
I
One of my
just-
favorite
yeah.
parts.
The tiny hands.
Yes. And he goes, I bet it feels really big with these small hands. 'Cause he was like, he puts on these blue Crocs and he goes, these are my rubber masturbating shoes. Oh my God. I fucking love that.
Dude,
movie.
I love when he gets the old lady to hold his hands.
Yeah.
Or the blind lady to hold his hands.
Yeah, the blind old black lady.
He goes,
There's a
African American.
scene that
I
is
hid
supposed to be like that in
8
the
pounds of
new one.
coke right next to the cure for blindness. Cracked me up. By the way,
He's actually funny.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
in-
Have you seen his Twitter? How he bashes his kid constantly?
Doesn't he bash his girlfriend too, or his wife?
Yeah, but it's like in like a way where it's just like funny.
Yeah.
It's not like actually
It's
bashing.
like goals.
But like, who was it? Chris Hemsworth like tweeted a photo of his daughter or something like happy birthday, and he was like, "Yeah, my daughter's kind of an asshole, but props to you, man." And it was just like, that was all it was, but it was just funny.
I love him.
He's so funny.
I hope that he's not like Louis C.K. and like something comes out and he's
Oh,
been doing
dude.
something messed up.
It's so sad.
I
Louis
love
CK was
he just did a comeback event.
Really?
But yeah.
I hope he comes back.
He did a comeback event at the Comedy Store, which is like where all the
yeah,
comics
yeah,
go.
that's where Joe Rogan's
and
like, all about.
but they didn't tell the people who went to the event that he was going to be there.
So he just
like,
showed up?
Yeah, but
Oh, that
which,
could've been
a lot
bad.
of people were excited.
Yeah.
you jerked off in front of that chick.
A lot of
you-
women.
that I love him so. We used to talk about him.
Yeah.
And he was my favorite forever.
I'm
And his stuff is still hilarious.
Did
It's
you know
just
Bill
creepy.
Burr was here?
We're going to see him on next Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I was in Richmond.
Is that the dude that we were just watching?
No, that's,
No.
That's
He has a
Burt
solo
Kreischer.
podcast. He's
Who, Bill Burr?
Yeah, it's
Bill
so
Burr's
good.
hilarious.
We're going to see him.
I saw the sign and I
Altria,
was like,
think.
dude, I just get into Bill Burr and then I walk into Richmond and I see that he's
He was
coming
on-
to Richmond and I'm like,
Yeah, next Saturday.
what? I like.
Tickets were only like $25
I
too.
want to go. I might go.
I
By
do
the
it.
way,
Yes.
in the Black Klansman, sorry, jump
Go
back to that.
Yeah.
One of the cops who infiltrates the KKK was actually Kylo Ren.
Mhm.
Took me to see it twice
Yeah,
to
yeah.
realize that it was Kylo Ren.
Really?
And
a little
that
mustache.
Grand Wizard of the KKK that gets played in the movie
Yeah.
is Eric Foreman from That 70s Show.
Mm-hmm. Just with a mustache.
Here, wait, let me see the pictures. There was a guy that I could have sworn I remember from the trailer. Eric Foreman. Oh, Adam Driver. Yeah.
The guy guy who played Venom in Spider-Man.
Is he playing this new one that's coming out?
No, in the old ones.
Oh.
with Tobey
Oh,
Maguire.
yeah.
Yeah.
With the blonde spikes.
Dude, but what's weird is in the movie, let me see if I can pull up a picture of him in the Black Klansman.
I
Why
kind
did
of
I
want to see
click?
this new Venom movie, but I kind of don't care at the same time.
It's got an Eminem song in it.
Does it?
Yeah, one of the
Did
the
you listen
soundtrack.
to Eminem's
Yeah.
song? I haven't listened to
It's
it yet.
so good.
Is it actually good?
Yeah, just listen
Ever-
to the first song and it'll make you want to listen to the rest.
I hear so much like trash on it, but I also hear so much praise on it.
Like this is
well,
what
because everybody's mad that he's dissing like their favorite rappers, but
this is what he looks like in the movie.
Is there?
And the guy he almost looks identical
that's
to the real guy.
that's scary.
It's scary.
Is
Did
there
you-
any like particular rappers he's like?
he
Okay.
disses like Lil Yachty and Lil Xan.
like this is an
That's
actual
scary.
picture of him. Isn't that scary?
Yeah.
Look at how accurate that is.
Jesus.
Did you ever see Steve Jobs? Or I think it was just called Jobs.
I didn't see
No,
that.
Ashton
but
Kutcher was.
No, I didn't see that
yeah.
one.
Dude,
I saw
he
the
looks
other one.
exactly like
It
him.
was.
Oh yeah,
It looked like they like. It's so spookily the same. Spookily. But that was probably
Interesting bird.
I'm not gonna pull it up. They just looked exactly
Yeah.
like young Steve Jobs
Yeah.
was Ashton Kutcher.
Cute chair.
Ashton Kutcher
Gucci
and Mila Kunis. They have some beef.
What?
I don't know if they're together anymore.
Yeah,
Mila
they are.
Kunis, are they
Dude,
really?
yeah, they
Mila,
are.
Mila Kunis always is trying to like sue him for stuff.
What?
I would sue him for being so sexy.
Yeah.
What a
Ashton cooch me.
Do you have any other points?
Ashton-
What?
Do you have any other points? I think I have one. It's
Gucci
I
gang.
have. Will Amazon ever stop growing? Because
No.
recently they were just either one of or the first company to ever be worth $1 trillion.
they're worth $1 trillion.
Trillion.
Our
With
boy
it-
Bezos
with it-
is worth like 160 billion.
That dude is the richest man in the world.
Yeah, he beat what's his face like by a long
Warren
shot.
Buffett.
No, Big Big
No.
Gates.
Same thing.
Bill
Big
Gates.
Good
Bill
old
Gates.
Big Gates.
Go Big Gates.
Biggie G.
Biggie G. But yeah, no, I don't think they'll ever stop growing. I think that thing where you walk into the store and don't have to pay, or you just like
Yeah,
walk in
you
with
just
your
walk
phone
out.
scan, get all your stuff
Guess
scanned
what
again.
other company is worth like $1.3 trillion?
None.
Apple.
Jewel.
No.
It's worth
Yeah.
a lot. It's worth like I think billions by this point, but not trillion.
No, there was a BuzzFeed on Snapchat said in the first year they made over $1 trillion.
They're not worth $1 trillion. That's how much they made though.
Like their net profit. Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's so. That's so dumb.
Isn't that insane?
Like, what is this world?
it kind of makes you want to go buy a Jewel pod.
Just like, hey, one for the boys, for the CEO.
I think they're getting banned in the UK now.
Really?
They are banned in the UK.
Yeah. That's
Eh,
crazy.
No, I don't think they're banned in the UK yet, but they're banned in like some weird other foreign country.
Yeah, but I think the UK is working on banning
Yeah, no, you're right about that.
because there's so many teenagers getting addicted to
Hooked,
क्रicotine.
That's
crazy.
So interesting. Yeah, that's weird.
What's so great about that and not
Bah.
other? I think it's the
the
flavor.
size? No, I think that people can
But
hide it.
There's
The kids
like,
love that
but
they
there's
can-
been those little pens forever.
not like that. Not
No,
like,
this
it
it's
literally
never
looks
contained,
like a USB.
never contained
Yeah, I
this
guess
much
so.
nicotine in it too.
That's
Oh,
true.
interesting.
I don't know. That's crazy.
5% nicotine, which
That's-
is a tire pod is a
How
tire pack of
is
cigs.
how is 5% nicotine ever gonna help someone stop smoking?
It's just an alternative. It's not a
No,
a
because
preventer.
their motto is this is to help adults stop smoking.
And
It's-
their like main target is like kids.
No,
Well,
I mean, not their target. The main people who
their demographic.
get their demographic is little kids. How do they all get it? They got ways.
How do I get it?
No, how did they all get it?
Older people.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, how do so many people? Oh, how do so many people have the connection? Like, you'd think that it'd be.
If you just go to a public school.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, just
Public
walk in the
school's
bathroom
weird.
and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" The guy blows his jewel out. He's like, "I'm fine."
Just puffing. Parents have no
Tell
clue.
them about that story outside of a veil. With the kid.
No.
Wait. I don't remember like fully, and I don't want to get it wrong.
Can I say what I remember? You went to like go buy someone pods for like their birthday or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
Waiting for somebody to pass by to go buy him some.
Yeah, I walked out because, yeah, I was getting pods for someone because they asked me to, and then I walk out and I have them in my hand, and this SUV just like straight up to
Hey
the
man, you
store.
trying to buy me some pods?
He straight up like skirted into the spot, like tire tracks behind him, and he's just like, bro. I've got $30. Just buy me pods. But I'm like, I don't need $30, and he's like, I don't care. I'm like, okay, I'm keeping the rest of this, and he's like, fine. And like I walk in and I buy him pods and I just throw them in his window and keep the other 15.
Dang.
I'm like, is it that bad?
Juul Labs' mission is to eliminate cigarettes. Juul is intended for adult smokers who want to switch from consumable
Yeah.
cigarettes.
Well, no, that's what they're meant. That's what they want to do.
It's just like,
But
it's
what
like an
they're doing-
alternative. Yeah,
yeah.
but like, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Amazon will absorb Juul.
Because like a pack of nicotine gum, which is
Yeah, at this point, they
also
could
an
just be
It's
alternative.
probably like 0.03.
No, it has 4% in it, and a
That's
Juul pod
so
has
much.
5%. So it's like, but I think it's just as easy for a kid to get nicotine gum as it is to get a Juul pod. So it's like,
That's true.
I think it's
Yeah, but-
it's literally, if you can find someone who is 18 years old, you can get anything you want smoking related.
That's
You
true.
find someone who's 21 years
I
old,
was gonna say 21 for
and you
drinking.
have money, someone's gonna go buy you alcohol. And
It's
if they
true.
never see you again, they really.
That's
Who
why.
cares?
That's why I think that the world should be, or not the world. That's why the U.S. should adapt the European stuff where they
18
basically.
is drinking, yeah.
Well, no, I think it's 16, and
No,
Yeah.
and you
it's-
grow
no,
up
UK
drinking.
16.
But you grow up in your house drink like you don't.
Yeah.
There's no age for being with family.
It just teaches you
but
like
it teaches you like responsibility.
Yeah.
When you know your kid's gonna go to high school and drink, so why not just teach them like
yeah.
Yeah, my friend Cassie has a boyfriend from Scotland,
yeah.
and
They also have a bit different like alcohol level.
when they go
that
there,
they can handle more.
like he doesn't get like
It's 'cause
trashed.
Irish people
Yeah.
and
Like everybody
Scottish.
gets beer, but it's specifically for like flavor and just like to have with a meal. Like
Yeah,
we get a
or
glass
like a
of
conversation
we get a
thing.
glass of like sweet tea or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just like that. They don't like slam it. Give me another slam it like we would at a party.
yeah,
It's just like sometimes he's
Have
like,
a
yeah, I
pint.
get one and I don't even finish it. It's just
Yeah.
to drink it.
yeah, yeah. I mean that's why I think I don't understand why that hasn't been adapted yet.
I just don't like. I get that like there's underage drinking and driving, but I think there's so many more like useless arrests and stuff for people drinking when they're 20
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
But like drinking and driving isn't a thing in Europe. That's like not even like in the U.S. It's literally makes up like 98% of car crashes or whatever the stat
Yeah.
is. But in Europe, it's not even like on the radar. Like,
Yeah.
it just doesn't happen.
I don't know why.
You want to know what's
They just don't want to drive on that side of the
what's
road.
really
Yeah, it's true.
strange? You want to know
Maybe
what's
switch
strange
to
to
the right.
me?
What?
Is if you go to the ABC store the day before your 21st birthday, you can purchase alcohol.
Yeah.
Isn't that stupid?
No.
How is that not stupid?
Who cares at that point? You're basically 21 at that
Well,
Well,
point.
like,
yeah, I
how
know,
you-
but it's like, so you'll let me buy it the day before, but like you won't let me buy it like a week before or like a month before. Like
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
if you're gonna prevent me that much from buying it, you might as well just wait till my exact birthday, like
Yeah.
at midnight.
Like that's
I think
what
that's
I thought
just.
with.
I think that's just kind of them being like, "Hey, this is fun, right?"
But like, what if so you're saying if I get pulled over by the cops and I'm 20 and I have beer in my car and I was going speeding, like
would they give a ticket?
Would they give me a
Because by the
ticket?
time the court date comes around, you're 21 already. Yeah, I don't know. I had something. Oh, with the logic that they have people, the drinking age, they should just make it 25. Like because their logic is like you're old enough now, but like you don't stop developing until you're 25 or whatever's the. I think it's 25.
I feel like they just keep pushing that back.
yeah.
Like science is like, oh nope, it's
No,
30
you're
now.
not- You're 45.
Yeah.
Once you're 45, you can retire from a
Once
government
you-
job and you're developed.
You're fully developed once you get a vasectomy. It doesn't even matter what age it's
That's
at.
true. Yeah, at that point, the beans have stopped stopping.
The fruit is no longer in the loins.
produce
The
a cookie in
tenders
your
are
line.
out of the oven. That wasn't that good.
Well
now that I
done,
think
well
of
done.
it.
The
knot
bun
is
is ready.
The knot is tied
The knot is tied.
on your tubes.
My other point was literally just that how weird flying is.
Flying?
And, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
and,
saw this on your Instagram post.
and why you can't get a paper airplane to fly more than like 25 feet, but you can get like a 40-ton metal.
Yeah, I always thought about
thing.
boats too. Like the
And
bigger the
boats.
boat, it's like
Boat makes more
that's
sense
a
to me
huge
because
boat, dude. How is that
that's
floating?
true, but it's still buoyancy. Like they've got all that air trapped
Yeah.
in that's not gonna.
Well,
That one,
also
the
got
science makes sense.
Huge turbines on the side of
Yeah,
each of the
that's
plane.
well. I mean, even
Each
then,
wings.
like the one in the back of a plane is like proportionately so small.
I think those are just for balance.
Yeah, probably. It makes no sense.
I'm not a pilot. I don't know, but Wyatt flies. Our friend flies planes.
Really?
He wants to be a pilot.
Getting a commercial flight.
Well, not while he's in college, but he still wants to be a commercial airline pilot.
My friend Allie, her ex-boyfriend, actually has his like pilot license, and like this trumps any like boyfriend like ideas. Like he'd be like, "Oh, you want to go on a picnic?" and then fly her to like an island outside of the Chesapeake Bay and like go have a picnic. Isn't
What
that
the
crazy?
heck? That's
or like
sweet.
he asked her to prom and like flew sideways, and in the prom it was like fire on the ground that said like prom ? And flew her
Did he
over.
actually?
Yeah, and
That's crazy. Yeah.
And like that's pretty
Dang.
sick. Yeah.
That's-
And
Step
he
it up, boys.
wants my sister's friend actually is a flight attendant. And that's what she does for a living, and she loves it. She makes great money. Of course, you have to go to school for like a year
you
to
have
get
to
like
travel
training.
a bunch too.
But
No,
you're
but-
back at the end of the day.
No, but that's the thing. No,
Are you
she'll spend like 3 days in a place she's never been, like in Europe. Go to Paris,
She
France,
stays
and
that
then-
long?
like
Yeah, but, like-
depending on like your shifts and the flights.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could stay there for like 14 hours or up to like 48 hours.
What
and,
kind
like,
of what
I
kind
was-
of job would you get when you want to settle down though? Like if you're like, okay, I want to settle down now, you're like, oh, I just have all this experience in being a flight
I
attendant.
think
know, but,
so.
like-
I was over listening. There was a lady that she was on the plane behind me, and the flight attendant passed by, and the lady was like, hey, "Can I pick your brain for a second? I work in the, I think she said restaurant business, which I guess is similar. Like they're both like serving kind of things.
Yeah.
But they were talking, and the lady said, "Yeah, you fly all day, and then you're back at the end of the day." That was what I thought I heard. So I'm wondering if you're a domestic flight attendant, if you could be, you go and take like 4 flights, and then you're back at the end of the day.
Well, there's
'Cause you
probably
can get
some
a
that
lot
don't.
done.
There's probably some that don't go out of the country,
Yeah.
and so they're just on the.
So maybe
collecting.
your settle down is just domestic,
Honestly,
within
like,
the Northeast or whatever.
if like things kind of go south and I'm kind of running out of ideas, I'd probably be a flight attendant. I'm
Is
not
there a
gonna lie.
male flight
Yeah.
attendant? Do you
Yeah.
think they ever hire?
No,
them?
and they make good money.
That's like Hooters hiring a dude.
They make good
No,
money, and you get to travel the world.
Yeah.
And like
I
people always complain, "Oh, I don't get to travel. I want to travel." This is like a job where you just get to travel.
yeah.
Yeah, but you don't get to. I feel like. Do you get to stay there for a while? I feel like.
Like this chick, literally, like the
I wonder
airline,
if you can pick your flights.
the
What if-
airline pays for her hotels, and she stays there for up to like 2 to 3 nights,
That's
and she can
crazy.
do whatever she wants.
what if
and
they-
you're
if
like,
they
yeah,
made it
you don't get to stay
Uber,
in-
That would make sense to me. Where
And
you,
you
can
don't
pick
get
the
to-
flights you want to be on.
That'd be cool.
That, I feel
But,
like,
like, it's
there's
not
no
like-
job that just lets you do
People
that. Though,
like
'cause
you
then-
don't
Except
get
for Uber.
as a flight attendant doing that. You don't get to stay in one spot and explore it, but you get to stay there, explore a little, and then go to like
Yeah,
50
you have
other
no
places.
obligations either.
Yeah,
If that's the case, because your only obligation. Is
and
the
you're getting
next
like
flight.
per diem. You get like a
Yeah.
certain amount of money like to spend on food and stuff, and you can just go blow that on whatever you want. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Just
My
gotta-
uncle gets a per diem, and he has a light lunch. I mean, a light breakfast, light lunch, and then like a massive dinner with a leftover like $60. That's what I would do.
Yeah, when our old company sent us out of town, they gave me per diem.
Oh, that's right. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, and I just didn't spend any of it. I just kept it.
That's sweet. I'd get ramen. The when I worked for Mr. Beast, it was a per diem, but they didn't call it that. She just came in and handed me a couple $100s, and she's like, "You can get like food and gas or whatever." And I just went to
Couple $100. Dude.
yeah, yeah. They
Just got a new
I don't
setup.
know how much money they have, but the way she handed it to me was like, "Oh, this is just like tissue paper. You can just take this."
If y'all blow your nose in money, just
I bet he
give it
could.
to me.
I just went to the store and got some like cup ramen and some cereal, and then I
Just
had just
pocketed the
money.
rest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't. It's not. They gave it to me.
and they paid you as
They gave me
Also-
money for editing too.
dude.
So
As much of a shitty person you was, I'd probably work for him anyways.
are you thinking about any kind of trade job anymore?
Maybe I'd love to, but I think now that they called me back, literally when
Who? Mr. Beast?
Mr. Beast, when I told him that I wasn't that I didn't want to do it, I was like, I just don't want to move out. I like enjoy editing, but I just don't really want to move out here. And he's like, okay. And then that was it, and I thought that was it. But like apparently they liked my stuff, so now I'm feeling like I could either turn his into a weekly thing and then branch out from there.
What, where you go down there once a week?
Where I just go. I mean, not a weekly thing, a monthly thing.
Why doesn't he just send you files and you edit from here?
He said he does, since his channel's so giant, he's afraid of just having like his videos be sourced out and something bad happen.
Wouldn't
Which
the same thing happen if you're in the house?
yeah, but it's all there. Like nothing moves around. Like I take the
They can
SDs all
they
there.
can give you a good old whack if you do it while you're there.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't. Yeah, he was like, I trust
Why
you.
doesn't
I
he just like
he's
get a
like, just in
lawyer and
case-
you have documents signed?
That's a good question. Well, I had to sign an NDA when I was there. I don't even know what for. But the I don't know. I think that he's just I'm sure maybe this is it. He had $20,000 in Ethereum stolen. So I think that he's just like afraid of
Oh, he got his
hacking.
Bitcoin stolen?
Yeah, which is like
Wow.
Yeah.
but 20,000.
They could be worth like $10 right now.
Yeah. I don't know what I still have some,
Do you actually?
but
You're going to wake up one day and be a millionaire.
that's what I'm hoping. So what I do is I
got
take
this
out
Beanie Baby that's pretty old, so...
my strategy is the money that I have, if it grows a whole lot, I take out half so that I still have some in there in case it keeps growing. But if it crashes, at least I took money out.
Yeah.
So I try to play it smart. Like I don't want to, because when I first did it, I put $1,000 in, and it grew up to
Jesus.
20. I think it was like 2,100 when it was at its peak, and I just made stacks, and then it just went way down. So I pulled it at like a good time.
Did
And
you
then
make-
I was
did
just
you
playing with like
make
house money. Yeah,
That's dope.
I still make like a little bit.
That's a big risk
And-
to put $1,000 in there.
Well, it was when it was on the up, and I was like, I feel stupid if I don't do this. But
Yeah.
do you have Cash App?
Yeah.
On Cash App, you can buy Bitcoin. You can literally put in like $1. Like you could put, like if you wanted to, you just put like $5.
You get like
if you
0.1.
see, and it shows the.
Are you serious?
Yeah, here, let me show you this. If anybody's listening, if Cash App is listening, please sponsor this. If you go to it,
Hello.
it's got.
Hello. Oh, there he is.
It has Bitcoin up in the top right, and it just has like the little grid thing, so you can see. Oh, it's back up. Like this morning, I lost a whole bunch. Yeah, so you can literally just
So I can
buy
buy one?
like $1 or and if you 10,000,
Dude,
if you want to buy 10,
Watch it not be like a confirm buy. It just hit buy and you just pay
And just-
$10,000.
Dude,
but you
I'll-
can
I'll
catch it
buy
when it's low. Put $1 in, and you can if it goes up a bunch, you can like buy lunch the next day with the money that you make.
I hate the one-click buy option on Amazon
I do too.
because
I've
I'm like
done
I'm
that
afraid
many
I'm gonna
times.
like hover around it and then accidentally hit it and I'm like, oh god.
The good
What did
thing
I just
is
do?
they have the greatest cancellation policy.
They do.
Literally, if you cancel it, it's no question. Like,
Yeah.
and return policy is ridiculous too.
Just like put it back in the box.
Yeah, they're like, we're profiting off of you. I don't care.
I got a question.
Yes.
Are you excited for fall?
Oh
coming
my,
up?
dude, fall's my number one favorite holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, season, because I hate how hot summer is.
Yeah.
I hate heat. I just sweaty boy. I bet I'm sweaty. I'm not. Really
No, you're
sweaty.
good.
I get so sweaty though. You about to buy? How much are you gonna buy?
Show that card to the camera.
$1. You're gonna do it, dude. You should. That could be a video. Maybe I'll take all what I have and put $1 in and be like, hey, look, you can get a little bit
Just
of money.
do a video of like making $100 off of
It
$1.
said they couldn't verify my ID, my identity.
Identity. Maybe you have to. Do you have a card?
You're not 18 yet, so you can't do. Oh, no, maybe that's not
Dude,
it. I don't know.
Have you ever seen the Cash App
It
card?
stocks.
Look how sweet these are.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh,
straight black.
how do you
Got
do
my
that?
signature. It's free. When you were on that front page, it had it. And
I want
I
that.
used
Oh,
I
can
used to
you
use
see
it for a
your full
budgeting.
You don't have your social right now.
You don't know your card.
Oh, I do.
You do know it?
Say it out loud.
Let's see if the camera can see it. I'm just kidding. It was so blurry when
You
I
can
just
see the
uploaded
white.
The first one.
That's scary.
Dude, Cash App though. Maybe I'll do a video using my technique of the taking out half, and I'll put $1 in it as soon as it makes $2.
Be like Ty Lopez.
Yeah, maybe I'll be Ty Lopez.
Dude.
He had money in a coin.
If you turn it into Ty Lopez, take me on the road with you. I'll be your hype man.
I would do that so fast.
That'd be so funny.
Dude, Ty Lopez, he used to be like corny. Now he's actually like legit. Like he's sweet.
He's like gotten smart from being stupid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he wasn't. He kind of went like Mr. Beast in the beginning. Like it was just all for clicks and.
Yeah, he was like, I've got this much money and you could have it too.
Yeah. Which it was a strategy. Now he's like the actual like.
I
knowledge
actually
strategy,
have a
the
lot of
knowledge
money and I
behind it.
know what I'm talking about.
My new Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Welcome to my garage. Got some books.
You're
What's
over here
happening?
scanning your cards.
Are you scanning the back of it?
Told me to align the back of your ID with the card.
Go out a little bit.
Your ID or your card? Probably your driver's license.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, no, because I took a pic.
What is? Let me be talking.
They don't call your debit card your ID.
It says ID on a dark background.
Okay, shh.
He's gonna buy
Hush,
a
hush.
picture of his credit card and sent it to some random. I'm just kidding.
It took a picture of it in the front.
It
and
did
then
take
told
it?
me to flip it over, yeah.
No, because you have numbers on the front and the back.
Just as ugly that new one is. Because she made me take my hat off. My hair looks like I look like fucking.
Yeah, you can't wear
like
a hat.
Jew.
Oh, you haven't been talking in the microphone for a while now. Bobby's
Like
been
a Jew.
I was gonna say I don't think you can.
I wasn't even
I
noticing.
don't think you can say that.
I was just listening to Bobby. Bobby's not talking right now,
Dude,
but basically
you have to replace.
you have to take a
You have
picture
to
of the front though
replace
too.
the front.
Do the front.
You just have a you have your
The front of your ID.
you have your debit
The
card.
front of your ID.
Buying a Bitcoin.
Bobby just took a picture of the front of his debit card and then the back of his ID.
Dude, they're gonna be so like.
They're like,
okay,
what's
this
wrong
guy
with him?
deserves
They're gonna
to
be like,
We're gonna give him one.
They're like, we were so close to having his full
We
debit
could
card
have had his
information.
debit card info and the back of
They
his
already.
de-
You have
his
to.
ID.
Okay, I'm just gonna exit out of the app.
And then come back. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
in
gonna do that.
dangerous
Dude.
territory.
All right, Cash App.
I have like 6 ways for people to send me money.
So that's
that,
free.
Yeah, you just
Says
get it.
0.0.
It has you sign your signature on there and then they laser engrave it.
That's
It's so dope.
Is there shipping cost?
It's free.
It's free. 100%
Yeah.
free because they get,
Get
like a
cash card.
They
I'm about to
get
get Cash App.
if you put money back on your card, they have an option for like instant where
And
it'll be like
I've got a
1.6.
little thing, so it'll be even more
Yes, I took like 25 minutes to do my signature. What was I gonna? I told you I was gonna say something. I can't
Fall.
remember.
I'm talking about fall for a second.
Yeah, I think the fall and
I just like the outfits of fall.
yeah, I like wearing long sleeves and like sweaters.
I wear pants 24/7.
Well, I wear pants 24/7 all like even in the summer. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
Yeah,
So yeah, then I actually have a reason to.
yeah, and I like
So
I like
pumped. This has been
jackets.
the longest summer.
Jackets are dope.
Yes, you can
Just-
hide things.
Just
with jackets.
layering outfits is pretty tight.
I think you wore that shirt last time.
Did I?
Yeah, the rose.
been
I
wearing-
remember.
I've been wearing the same 3 black shirts for the
Wha-
past week.
Yeah, does
I,
that look
that's
dope?
what I do.
I wash
Yes.
them though. Don't worry.
That looks like you just signed something.
Whoa,
I mean, that's stupid.
You look
I
like
just said
a
that.
rock
It looks like it
That
looks
looks
like
like
his
a-
autograph.
that
one.
looks
That's
like
what
a
I
dope signature.
meant.
It's because it is a signature.
Fall. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the fall. I love being comfortable.
Pumpkins and shit.
Yeah, dude, pumpkin spice latte is already out.
I've actually never had one. I've just been like
It's all right,
avoiding
but
them.
I can't believe it. It's September.
Well, it's like
when it came
school.
out. Do you remember John Acuff from Big Stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I follow him on Twitter, and he took a picture of the Instagram of Starbucks. What just happened?
I was just like,
Are you t-
What is this for?
snap a photo of your face to verify with your license. Do I
Take off your hat.
Do I take off my hat?
Probably. You want to try to look like your card
Okay, well I'm gonna look like
for the
you anyway.
fastest.
That'd be rough if you got plastic surgery.
Yeah. Dude, have you seen my ID?
Someone
I
at the
had to have showed
headquarters
you
is
that.
gonna see this. You'd be like, oh.
I want a Bitcoin.
Like, I still have my hair.
Dude.
And I broke my nose in between. I'm convinced it looks different. That my nose is like completely different.
Look like a Jew or something.
My nose is
You got a
human.
big old
You
schnoz.
look like Kylo Ren.
Oh,
like
it does.
Kylo- Yeah.
I've never. It does, and it looks like Kylo Ren with his his mask helmet on.
Ooh.
Classic. Fall. I was talking about the latte. John Acuff posted that picture of the latte, and then the next picture was the weather out, and it was like 110 degrees. It's like, why are we? I think that you can wait a little bit on the
Well, that's
spice
called
latte.
global warming right there.
Well, it's like
It's so hot.
I'm not a big coffee drinker, and if I do drink like real coffee, I just get black coffee.
Yeah.
Nothing in it, just black.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
But every time I go to Starbucks, it's not like a little fruity, but it's like when you get like a cocktail. I
Yeah.
just go to Starbucks and I get a caramel frappuccino with extra drizzle inside and out. It's not a big deal, okay? Shut up. Anyway, I get that every time I go. I
Yeah.
never get
I
anything
like
different.
little boys. What is it?
Shut up.
Shut up.
It's
Live my
art.
life.
I have a naked boy
It's
hanging
called
in my
art.
living room. It's art. Anyway.
That one was a little much.
And anyway.
I don't like that at all.
And
Photo of me as a boy.
it'll be snowing,
to look at.
ice on the ground, like I don't care, and I'll get this iced caramel frappuccino.
Louis C.K.
I
did
only
nothing
get
wrong.
frappes. I mean,
Okay.
frappuccinos.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. It's a little polarizing there.
Yeah.
It's because like he asked for consent, but he also stood in front of the door. So it's like, Louis, come on now.
I'm pretty sure he said that in a bit before too.
Yeah, it was like, and then it came out that it was real and
Real? Is it real?
and then
I
everyone was
love
like,
baseball.
Oh, wait,
Baseball. We're an hour and a half into this.
I was gonna say this has
God
been
dang
a
it, I
long
need to
boy.
find out my social. Anyway,
You put the wrong social number in?
I just can't. I get these two numbers flipped every time.
I remember mine all from separate scenarios. I remember my mom saying, "Yeah, I remember your last 4 digits because of this." And I was like, "That's how I remember them."
I remember
Bro,
my
I
last
remember my last
four
4 digits from
working at
Brandermill. Yeah,
Oh my god.
because to log in, like to clock in at Brandermill, you had to scan your hand in this thing and then type in your last 4 digits of your social
and all the
security number.
African American ladies that work there, women, girls, would all get acrylic nails, and it'd be too long from like the last time they had their hand in there,
Uh-huh.
so they'd like hit the little back of it, and their hand wouldn't go all the way in, so they wouldn't be able to clock into work. So they'd have to get that sorted out. So they had to, I'm getting tired, dude. My voice is
We
going.
might have to.
I've been talking for a long time.
I just reapplied to Brandywell Country Club,
Yeah.
and I had to write my social security number probably 12 times in the application. They made me redo my paperwork, which is fine. But
What is it? You want to say it out loud?
yeah, it's 2.
Wow, really? Does it end with a 2?
There's only 3 letters. I mean, numbers in my
found
social
it.
number.
I've got a couple numbers in mind. Is that okay?
Yeah.
You have your social security saved on your phone?
No, it's just a text message that my mom had sent me that I typed in what
you remembered?
Typed in like
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
What'd you
Yeah.
type in?
You did like Alt
Shut up.
or Control F.
Control F on that boy.
Yeah,
Command F if you're a Mac user.
yeah. I'm a little Razer laptop boy.
Dude, your laptop is sweet.
I love it.
Especially
I like
if
the
it can
black.
actually run. Like, can it run Fortnite on it?
Hell yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Without
Like, the Mac can't.
Without the core, it can. And then you put the
You
core in
couldn't
there, and you can
verify
run it,
your
like,
identity.
Max settings, 60 frames.
Dang.
Yeah,
What the world?
What? Confirm your identity?
dude.
I'll
this
do it when I
later.
get home. I'm sorry. I'm taking up so much time with the podcast.
No.
I want to really get
Do it.
involved with it now.
Do it. And once you realize that it's like, what I did was I put in $100 and I got like $80 in like 2 days. And I was like, dang, if I can get $80 on $100, that's 80% increase. This was when I bought it. The first time I bought it, it was at 8,000. And then that was the time. It was probably like October. It was 8,000. It went up to 20,000 in December. But I pulled it out and put it in another coin because I was like, Bitcoin's probably gonna die, and it just never did. And then now it's at like 6,000.
Well, isn't it just steady now?
Yeah, it pretty much just stays the same.
Yeah.
It shot up the other day, and that's when I took it out. 'cause
Dude,
was like,
I
oh, dang.
predicted Bitcoin. I told my parents to buy because Jesus fuck, I wasn't able
This
to
kid, I
buy.
swear to God.
I wasn't able to buy or I was like too young to buy.
Uh-huh.
This was like 3 years ago, and I was like, dude, it's like 1 cent. Just buy like 100 of them. And they're like, nah, it just seems like I'm gonna get scammed on the internet. Shot up. If they bought 100 at that point,
It'd be like 4
we
million
would be
or something.
living fancy living. Let me
I
tell
had
you.
never heard about it.
I told
until-
them to buy, and no one listened to me.
dude. At that point, you got to buy like 7 of them. You're like, where can you go wrong? Let's try it. That's what.
Because they thought they were getting scammed. Because my parents are huge skeptics when it comes to the
Yeah,
internet.
yeah, yeah.
So they're like, oh, we're gonna get scammed. This seems like too good to be true. You can just have like coins on the internet that are worth something. No.
I don't think that they're worth anything still, because like the only thing that they're
Yeah.
used for is like black market and like gambling.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I want to buy drugs online. Bitcoin.
I got some Bitcoin though. Buy some pods.
How is that worth anything if you're just buying drugs with Bitcoin? They're not really worth anything besides other drugs.
Yeah, that's true. It doesn't make sense to me. I've heard somebody try to explain it. My sister was on a flight alone, and some guy from like actual Nigeria, like the real Nigeria, like was explaining
Not
it to
the
her.
fake.
He's like,
Nigeria.
No, you know-
he's like the email scandal.
Yeah, you know how there's
Liberian
like the
scandal,
like, hey,
scam.
my
In
cousin is a
Nigerian-
prince.
Yeah.
And I need to borrow 30,000.
What?
What?
I like your accent. Where you from?
Like
Have
eggs.
you seen that?
No.
He
I'm
goes,
Liberian.
I'm Liberian. He goes,
Oh, the
hey, I like your
vine.
accent. Where you from? And he goes, I'm Liberian. He goes,
Oh.
I like your accent.
Yeah. That dude was just in
Jay
a Sprite
Versace.
commercial,
Yeah.
and I was like, eh.
And he's on like a Snapchat story now.
Yeah.
About him being too anxious and doing like nude yoga.
Doing
It's
nude
weird.
yoga.
Yeah.
He's getting into a level where it's like, hey, I'm internet famous, so I should be on TV. But it's like, no,
Dude,
just stay on
I
the
hate
internet.
How much do you
Like
think?
King Batch did that, and I'm like,
How much do you think $1 would get me in Bitcoin?
dude, stop at the Bitcoin.
What do you mean?
Like you put in 1,000.
$1 would just go up and down. It just depends on what the market's like that
Yeah.
day or that
The
week.
more you put in, the faster it, or more it fluctuates.
Yeah.
Because like when you buy $1 of Bitcoin, you're buying one. If it's like 1/600 or 6,000th of
Yeah,
a Bitcoin.
because they're
Oh
worth
crap.
$6,000
Shoot.
for one Bitcoin. It's crazy to me that they can be broken down into like 1/6,000.
Yeah, that's what it's.
It doesn't make
it's
sense to
like
me that way.
Instead of $1 having quarters and nickels, it's just $1 is $1 where you can have like a piece of $1.
Yeah, you got like a penny that's like this big.
Did you know that if today you had 1% of the royalties of McDonald's, each year you would make $100 million. Just
Holy
1%
crap.
of
How's
royalties.
McDonald's not worth $1 trillion?
Maybe there's too many.
Maybe they just have too much.
Like as soon
money
as they
going
get
out
money,
and-
they do something.
Yeah,
big.
they're probably in debt, honestly. Like
Yeah.
with how much people are like suing them, or they're probably not in debt.
They're gonna
but
go
like-
automatic soon.
what does that mean? They'll just
Like-
get rid of everyone.
No, have those stands where you go and do the touch screen.
Oh yeah,
They're
they
popping
already
up
have
in every
those.
store
Yeah.
now, or every McDonald's.
Oh,
I
speaking
frequent
of, like,
McDonald's.
people suing McDonald's. Remember that like thing where like
They sue because it's too hot.
The hot coffee.
yeah,
Yeah.
my dad and mom went to Starbucks the other day, and my dad gets the same thing. He gets just a solid black, piping hot cup of coffee.
Why would you pay so much at?
Because it's quality coffee.
It is good coffee.
feel like
I
could
will
make
say that.
Good coffee at my house.
Although I
Oh,
really
that's
like that
great.
instant coffee that you just got hot water and just poured some.
It's
Yeah.
it's like
Fake
quality
stuff in.
coffee. That's why a cup is so expensive. It's like good, pure, ran through a good system.
and you're
It's,
paying
like,
for the
fine.
atmosphere
I
you're
guess.
sitting.
Yeah.
there. Anyway,
Well, it's not like, it's like you can make sushi at home, that's mediocre, or you could go. Why is this $18? Because it's like professionally made, really good.
They do
Yeah,
it
but I really can't make sushi, but I can just press a button on a pot and stuff will pour into it. It's like sushi's a lot harder than making coffee.
oh, he was talking about a coffee pot. I thought he said put a button on like get pot
No, yeah, a pot will just fall in and
and
I
just
just
pot.
no.
No, but
It's like
anyway.
sushi's
I see what
actually
you're saying.
hard to
yeah.
make.
But coffee is different. Like there's like coffee connoisseurs.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not
No,
all
but-
that versed in coffee.
Anyway,
I love coffee, but I also love cheap coffee.
I drink iced
it's
coffee
just
a lot.
like
Iced coffee is
like you could easily make it yourself, but like there's better
Hand
versions of it. So
pressed.
like you go pay for the better version.
Yeah.
Anyway, my dad gets the cup of coffee and goes to take a drink, and the lid wasn't all the way on, and all of it just spills on and burns, like second-degree burns all the way down his like stomach and his
Wow.
chest.
Dang.
Yeah.
Sue. That's literally your chance to sue.
Yeah, you
Like-
Sue-
can
except for
money.
Starbucks would
said-
probably loop it and sue the one guy that didn't put the lid all the way on.
Yeah,
You're
and,
still
like,
getting money regardless.
That's true.
Like he literally was like, it's not like I squeezed it. He's like, I just tilted it and went to drink.
And
They
just-
didn't put it on all the way.
The worst thing
Damn.
is, you know those like, just those regular coffee cup. Like every coffee cup has that seam, the one seam in
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
If you have the right on the seam and there's the opening of the lid, and when you drink it next to that, it always drips. Have you ever noticed that? I used to wonder why it would always drip. And
I
that's
don't
why.
drink. I don't drink
They
coffee.
didn't close
Oh,
it.
that's well.
It's not sealed.
It's because it can't be sealed because of that. Anyway,
Well, I hate the straw thing that's going around too.
have you seen the new lids though?
No, I
They're,
don't care.
they're like
What?
sippy cups, dude. They're the best from Starbucks.
Because they're getting rid of straws.
They're trying to get rid of straws completely. So
But,
they have
like-
these new lids that are like, it's literally a sippy cup without the like suck. Like they don't have a nipple on it.
No good suck, bro.
No
you,
good
you
stuff.
can't give the suck on a Starbucks.
if ah, nice.
Hey!
No
Anyway.
suck for
No,
Starbucks.
but they're like straws are killing the earth. Get rid of them.
No, at the beach, like it's a big thing. Like,
Yeah,
when we
like
go to the Outer
turtles.
Banks-
Did you ever see the video of them pulling a straw out of the turtle's nose?
Oh,
It was the worst.
It's like in like what's that movie like Sinister where they pull like the hair out of her throat, or she's like looking in the mirror
Yeah, yeah,
and she's
yeah.
got and it like goes straight out of her throat.
Yeah,
Or no, it's out of her eye.
yeah,
She
yeah.
pulls the
it's
hair out of her eye.
It's out like the corner of her eye.
Yeah. Ooh, that makes me
But,
like my eyes water just thinking about it.
No, like Kayla's being kind of a little
Your
little
sister.
bitch. Yeah, because she first wanted to be a physical therapist when
Yeah.
she went to college, and she's getting a bio major, right?
Yeah.
And with a bio major, you can do a lot of things.
That's what Danny's doing.
Yeah, but she wanted to just be a physical therapist.
yeah.
But then senior year, she changed her mind. And yeah, she wants to be a marine biologist.
Wait.
But with the bio major, you can easily transition and still
Yeah.
do that. So no problem. She wants to do that. She wants to work with she wants to rehabilitate
Whales.
sea animals.
Whales. Yeah.
So when
They're
she,
killing
and
orcas in captivity.
when she finally had that mindset,
Look at the little flaps.
anything.
She brings it up all the time.
Oh my god! And like anything I say, she's like, "That will kill a sea turtle." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like it's
People
that-
can kill sea turtles.
Yes. Well, yeah. That's kind of like anyway. So like she's like, "Are you really gonna get a straw?" Like at the beach, she's like, "You're really gonna get a straw with your Dr Pepper?" She's like, "You can just drink it out of the bottle." I'm like, "Kayla, I'm just gonna throw it in the trash. I'm not gonna throw it in the ocean." She goes, "What do you think half the trash in this country ends up in the ocean?" I'm like,
Coming out your mouth right now, lady. Stop.
She's-
She's like
she's
running up
annoying.
to Asians and yelling at them for their ancestors whaling.
Man, I really hated what's that guy Khan,
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan. I hated him.
Genghis
He
Khan.
killed children, not whales.
Oh,
Same thing. In America, it's the same.
Fat
thing.
kids. Yeah. Little boys.
Obesity. That's what we're getting on now.
Fat little boys.
Well,
That's a good ending. Fat
Yeah.
little
that's
boys.
good. We love little boys,
It's
but
art.
only when they're fat little whale boys.
It's art.
Fat
It's
little
art.
whale boys. Does that
And
mean?
Bobby has a naked boy hanging up in his
Fat
room.
little naked boy.
Stop.
His gut covers his penis, so
So
not-
it's clean.
It's like
I
it's
hate
fine.
this.
It's
Wait,
fine.
wait. One last thing. I want to talk about the show Nathan for You. Have you watched it?
Yeah.
So good. Have you
So
seen the
good.
little bit he does where he's like, handcuffs his hands up, and then he has to like get his hands out, and the whole time there's a robot taking off his pants, and there's kids watching him, and so he's like, to start the robot, you just have to say this phrase, and he's like, I consent to what's happening. And then the guy's
my
like, you've given verbal consent. You're aware of what's going on. Begin. And then like he's like, the robot's like undoing his pants and all this stuff, and he's
Oh
like
my-
trying to get his handcuffs out, and these kids are like watching him like get his fucking pants taken
I
off.
hate that.
It's so funny.
Dude, he was in an Office episode.
Was he actually?
Yeah, and I was like, "That's Nathan for You." I,
What episode was he in?
I don't remember. He was some random character that had no reason. But
Dude, I need to find that now.
he
Guess I have a reason to watch through it again.
did you see
Or The Office.
another reason? I watched the one with he like had cat poop ice cream. I think he went to like some place.
It was just poop ice cream. It was the yogurt shop,
yeah.
and he was like poop flavored ice cream.
It's so
Did
good.
you watch the dumb Starbucks one?
I don't know.
He like goes to his coffee shop and he's like, you need a niche. So they name it Dumb Starbucks, and people start walking in. They're like, is this not real Starbucks? And he's like, no, it's Dumb Starbucks. And he's allowed to do it because it's not considered slander
Yeah.
and not considered copyright because it's like their own thing. And he gets on like national news for having Dumb Starbucks, and he makes like all this merch and all this stuff.
Dang, I haven't seen that.
It's so funny.
It's so secretly
Yeah.
it's genius.
And like, have you watched the one where the moving company one?
No, maybe I've only watched like 3.
It's so
I thought I
good.
watched a lot more.
He gets he's like, we need to get this moving company more popular, but he goes off the moving company entirely,
Oh.
and he's just like, we're gonna create a new fitness trend, where because he's trying to get people to come work for this moving company for free
Yeah.
by saying lifting these boxes is a workout. So he goes to a workout expo, gets this one guy to come back with him, and like fake that he like got all of these muscles from just doing this exercise.
Yeah.
And so they get a ghostwriter to write an autobiography for this jacked guy. The guy's name is Jack. And
Jacked guy.
and like he just makes up the autobiography entirely because he didn't know the guy at all.
Yeah.
So he says he's friends with Steve Jobs and like volunteers with jungle children in his free time, and like all this stuff. And like they publish the book and send it to all these news people about how he got all these muscles, and they like found this fat guy on Craigslist and did a before and after picture. And he gets on national news on like so many different stations, and they play the clips of him on these news, and like the news anchors are like lifting boxes with him to like practice.
So show me how to do it.
And the guy like completely committed to this role for no reason. He was just like, sure, I'll do it. And like he like memorized the book front to back, and like the people were like, so you know Steve Jobs? And he was like, yeah, he was a big childhood friend, and like I love the jungle kids I hang out with and all this. It was so fun. And like the fact that it just made it that far
That's amazing.
is just ridiculous.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's so dry.
I love it.
love it.
Whenever I've only seen like 2 or 3 the ones that I've watched with you like,
Yeah.
when we were over your house, where there's like an antique store that's about to
Yeah,
go out of
get the trunk
business if they don't get profits up. So instead of figuring out how to like sell the products like in the store, they
Just figure out how to break them.
They like so it's a break it or buy it policy.
Oh wait,
So
yeah.
they get that-
Like the guy in the
They get a
sumo
guy.
suit?
Yeah.
They get a random guy trashed. Ask him if they want to go. Ask him if he wants to go to a party, but it's a costume party. He's like, "Oh, I've got a costume right here." And it's this big sumo. suit.
I did see that one.
He's
And
like,
then
"There's
he
free
goes,
pizza."
Oh, dude, let's go to this antique store. There's free pizza in there, but it's all the way in the back, and there's these skinny little aisles with all this glass. And so he's like, "Well, go get the pizza." And so he's drunk in a sumo suit, walking through these aisles with pottery
china
and china, breaking everything. It broke up to be like a $280
Yeah.
charge on everything he broke,
And he just pays it.
and
Dang.
he's trashed. It was so funny.
And then on
he
the
goes,
way back,
on the way back, he goes, "So like, what do you and like your brother do?" Like he finds out the drunk dude has a brother, and he's like, oh, like, we'll have like sex with girls and stuff. He goes, you and your brother have sex with the same girls.
I
He goes,
remember that. Yeah.
yeah, him and I will just, we'll get this thing and we'll just go and we'll have sex with the same girl at the same time. And then in his, like, he has a little, like, monologue off the side of it. And he goes, at that time, I just wanted to go home.
Yeah, it's so
lost it.
dry
It
and
was so
good.
funny.
I love it. If you haven't watched Nathan For You, check
Definitely
it
go
out.
look at. Is it on
It's on Comedy Central.
Comedy Central? I
You
think
can look
it
it
used
up
to be
on
on
YouTube.
IFC.
It's on YouTube, yeah. He just got clips.
So funny.
All right, now it's the topic.
Yeah.
Stopping point.
140.
I'm
It
dead.
didn't feel like
dang,
140. 240 because we did 2.
It's
That's all we got.
112.
Hope you
right
enjoyed
now.
this.
Yeah.
We're
Exit
planning on
music.
doing these more.
Dink, dink, dink.
We gotta
Yeah,
figure out,
This
like, a
was
time.
great.
Yeah.
We gotta figure out a time to do it and how long we want to do them.
I'll probably be wearing the same clothes next time.
Yeah,
You see me
be on the
again
lookout
soon.
for a black rose shirt. Black
Yeah.
rose shirt. That's it. Thanks for watching. Do some nice somebody.
Woo.
Later. Peace
Peace.
out. Peace out.